And hello everyone, and welcome to our brand new game of Deadlands. Hang on 1 second, let me bring everyone else in. Hi everyone, and welcome to week 0. We're going to make some characters, and that will be about it. And then next week we're going to kick off properly. So we're going to go around the virtual tabletop and get people to introduce themselves. You will see a new face. Some of you may recognise him from such places as Twitch Roleplay and Darkside Roleplay. There's some peasant of some sort, or ex-peasant. I guess you're an ex-peasant now. So we'll start with Claytor.
I was supposed to say, did you just like Troy McClure, Hooper?
Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from such educational films as Why Did You Put the Coin in Your Ear?
And oh, that's what carrots are for.
Yeah, oh, that's what carrots are for. Thank you.
There you go.
God. Hi, I'm Claytor. You may remember me from such shows as Tales from the Loop, Star Trek, and, of course, how could we forget Dungeon World?
How can you forget the Fiasco episode last week?
Oh, the Fiasco episode.
You may remember
Where you
such
killed
shows
me.
as last week.
You killed me.
I killed me, and
You
I
were
went to
asking for
jail.
it.
You totally were.
Yeah.
Oh, I deserve to die. I deserve.
I was a complete dick, and I got away with it. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
I got a
Yeah.
free shop. I got a whole bunch of money. Set up a new life in a tropical fish shop.
We do this weekly, Hooper, so you're going to be slightly out of touch.
Yeah.
And we've been
Yes,
doing it for
okay.
about a year.
Please don't tell my parents.
Potato Fishy.
Hey, I'm Potato Fishy. I've been here since Dungeon World. I don't have anything to say. I stream video games on the internet, and I show up here on Sundays and do silly things, hopefully, that are entertaining. And that's me.
Weaves.
Hi, I'm Weeps. You may remember me from such games as all the games that Claytor mentioned, and also the other Dungeon World campaign.
The foul one.
It was okay for
Those
me.
were dark times.
Dark
The dark
times.
times.
We did go through like 7 players.
So Weefs, you and James are the only survivors of the dark times.
Yes.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Mr. Hooper. Do you prefer Hooper, or do you like Hooperist, or what do you prefer?
Hoop.
Okay.
Hooper just
Hanging with Mr.
Maddie.
Hooper.
Hanging with Mr. Hooper.
Hoop.
mom sometimes.
Hoop.
Mom. World's best mom. Should we just call her
World's
mom?
best
Yeah, you could call me mom if you like. It's fine. It's whatever. Yeah. You might know me from stuff. I've done
The
some
internet.
Stuff. Yeah.
The
That's about
internet.
it.
Wow.
Places and things.
So we're playing Deadlands. We're going to be playing Deadlands. We're going to throw together some characters. But before that, I'm going to just quickly give a brief overview. I say a lot as well. So I'm going to just change over to the map. So this is, as you can all see, this is the Weird West. So Deadlands is an alternative history game, as in like it deviated at some point. I'm going to just change my camera angle because my head's disappearing off the top. Basically, in 1868, a great quake happened in California, and a lot of California disappeared into the ocean, creating. Is it I cannot pronounce the word, but loads of little like rocky outcrops, and it was called the Great Maze. So a lot of the coast of California is absolutely screwed. A lot of the Indian tribes that lived in California were absolutely ruined over this, and basically not much grows in California. Crops are hard to come by, possibly because of the salt water that rushed to fill the.
Welcome, watchers of illusion. Here's a
I
dungeon
got thrown off,
dose
hang
of
on.
genuine adventuring.
Yeah, because of the salt water that rushed into the gaps that were created by the earth that tumbled in. Soon after, literally not more than a few weeks later, a new element was discovered called ghost rock. Well, they called it ghost rock. They called it ghost rock because when it was burnt in a fire, it would let off a wailing sound, and it sounded like ghosts, so they called it ghost rock. It burns 100 times. I think it's like 10 times. I think it's like 100 times hotter than coal when it burns, and it lasts like 100 times longer. I may have got that completely wrong, but it's like either time. It's like 10 times longer and 100 times hotter, which enabled people to make crazy things. Because Deadlands is a mix of horror, western, and steampunk. The other weird thing that happened. The other weird thing that happened
Here's a
was
dungeon
that
dose of genuine adventuring.
My brain keeps frying. Was that during the Battle of Gettysburg, the dead got up and started to attack indiscriminately, which should have been, as you Americans will know, was the decisive attack or battle that ended the Civil War. Where in Deadlands, the Civil War didn't end. The Civil War has sort of petered out into a stalemate and basically a Cold War between the North and the South. And that's really, I think that's about all there is. Magic returned to the world as well. Not many people know it, but there's like shamans, like the Indian shamans has suddenly actually had actual power now. They have actual like abilities. There's these magicians of the West called hucksters that make deals with the devil, playing a poker game, trying to beat these spirits. And if they do, they are able to like cast their magic. The faithful, like preachers and fathers and stuff, their prayers are actually answered by something called, producing miracles of whatnot. But things are a bit different in the West. Shadows seem longer. The day seems slightly more darker. That's about it. So the game I'm running is going to be set in a town called Gomorra, which is a boom town. It's on the coast. It's on the west coast of America in California. It is between Los Angeles and Champaign. I don't know if it's actually on this map. It's on another map I got, but I haven't got a PDF. I haven't got like a digital copy of it, so I haven't been able to show it. But it is on. It is between them two. I could show.
So is it near Shannonsburg?
Oh, I see Gomorra on the map.
Is it?
Like our map? It's
Okay.
right south of Sacramento.
Yes, Sacramento.
Okay.
Sorry, it's between Sacramento and Champaign. Sorry.
Okay.
Or right, yeah, it's right below the Devil's Arms.
Oh yes. Wonderful.
And basically, you guys will be heading. The first session will be you on a train heading towards Gomorra to start a new life in this boom town.
So this will be like Animal Crossing, where we answer a bunch of questions and it decides our luck.
Yay!
This is
I'm
classic.
calling cool.
This is.
All of the flames on everything.
We're playing classic.
My best friend is Goldie.
We're not playing the Savage World version because I'm not the greatest fan of the Savage World version. I understand it's a far simpler system, but it loses any flavour that Deadlands has, in my opinion. Because Deadland there's lots of little systems like the poker chips and the deck of cards and stuff like that that make it a little bit more crunchy, but I think it just adds to the flavour of the entire setting. It sort of supports the setting. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm playing the right version. So what we need to do is we need to get you guys to make some characters and discuss things and figure out how it's happening.
Welcome.
You don't have to know each other at the start.
Here's a dungeon
like I normally
genuine
do.
adventuring.
But the only thing I will request is try and come up with some reason as to why you're moving to this town and that you can't afford to leave. If you just, you know, you're going to become invested in the town. Okay. Now, character creation. I did put a small character creation cheat sheet on the thing on Roll20. That should pop up now because I've shown it to you guys. So the first thing you need to do is come up with a character concept. I will read out some of the example character concepts that they've come up with, but the whole thing about Deadlands is that you can just make up whatever you want as long as you make the character sort of based around that concept. So, concepts. So you obviously got a bounty hunter. That's, you know, someone who hunts people, bad people. Maybe not bad people, maybe they're sometimes good. Misunderstood. Buffalo hunters.
They're bad in the eyes of the law.
Obviously you hunt buffaloes. Bit like a bounty hunter, but this time buffaloes. But
All the bad buffalo. You
That
gotta
fucking
have
bad buffalo.
Bring him to justice.
a cattle king, which would be someone, you know, you're
You're the king of all cattle.
The Lord of the
Kneel to me,
Moon.
bovine companions.
Wait, there is no cow level, right? There is no cow level
Yet.
yet.
You're a cow. You basically like run a sort of a ranch, or you're someone that help. You know, you're someone that runs a trail that runs cattle between two cities. Probably not the best choice for Gomorra. Cavalrymen. So you once served for either the USA or the CSA as a cavalryman. You might even still serve. Cowpoke. They're sort of like
Ranch hands?
yeah, they're hands on a ranch.
poke cows.
Yeah, they poke. Appropriately, not inappropriately.
They get orders directly from the king to poke the specific cows that are needed for meat and milk that day.
Deserter. So you once was in the army or whatever, and you just deserted it because you couldn't be bothered to deal with the horrors that were going on. Explorer. So you explore the frontier, driving back like the edges of the map so that, you know, creating new places. Yet again, probably not the greatest thing for this sort of setting. Greenhorn. Basically, you've come from back east, so you've come from the civilized part of America, and you've headed over to the not so civilized area, and you're a bit of a fish out of water. Gunslingers. Don't really need to explain what a gunslinger is. You sling guns at people. You have loads of guns. You just throw them at them.
So you sling. So you're
He's got
what's
gun
his name
blades.
from Blackwatch, or from Overwatch, Reaper. You just like throw guns at everyone.
Infinite guns.
Hucksters.
Infinite power.
Hucksters are, like I said, basically the wizards of the Weird West.
I want to be a huckster.
I'm ignoring Indians because I want to sort of just stick to like American things.
White people.
Not white people. You can be black. You can be white. You can be Asian. Mad scientists. Basically, they use the ghost rock that I mentioned earlier to make crazy inventions. Sometimes, most of them. In fact, I'd say majority of the times they'll go wrong and backfire, and things will go badly. But you never know. Marshals. You obviously like the town, like a marshal of the town or a lawman, for a town or city or however it bloody works. I can't ever remember how the like pecking order for things work. Yes.
Oh. My question was going to be, what is the relationship between marshals and sheriffs? But if you can't remember the pecking order.
I mean, I think sheriffs are elected. And I
Sheriffs
think,
are elected in towns. Marshals are over a area.
there you go.
Okay.
Yes,
See,
the marshals
Americans.
don't the marshals work for like the state or federal government or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mudrake, so journalist, reporter, whatever, reporting on things. Photographer, takes pictures. Pirates. Preachers, so you're a man of, you're like a pastor or man of the cloth. But they can
pastor?
definitely, a pastor, yeah. And you can,
Pastor.
Fusilli.
Wait.
Okay.
Pastor. Pastor is chicken.
but yeah, they can actually like
No.
affect. They like they
no.
can perform miracles and stuff.
Okay.
Prospectors, obviously, yeah, there's gold in them hills, and that sort of thing, and probably like dynamite and nitro, whatever it's called.
Nitroglycerin.
That's the word. Yeah. Saloon girl. So you're a bar wench working in a bar.
So, potato.
I
Sheriffs.
thought about it.
Obviously, your town sheriff or something, but there's already a town sheriff, so you'd probably have to be a deputy for that. And that's really it. But I mean, these are just examples. You can do what you want. So, has anyone thought of any concepts for their characters?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to be a prospector. An old man prospector.
Okay.
It's going to be great.
Oh, God.
Makes sense.
Okay. Leaves, what did you want it to be?
I wanted to be a huckster
That's right.
and run out of my old town because some people didn't like what I was doing for them,
Watchers of
or they didn't like the way I did it.
Here's a
even
dungeon
though it was for their
dose
own
of
benefit.
genuine
Goddammit!
adventuring.
I want to be a bounty hunter.
Okay. That works.
That's bringing back bounty to Gomorra.
So you're coming back to Gomorra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what about you, Claytor?
Gunslinger mad scientist.
Okay, I wouldn't mix the two, but
That you could totally mix the two.
Do you just like fling mad scientists at people?
just to let you know, mad scientists are kind of complicated because you've got to sort of like it happens in the background. A lot of the like you have to have downtime to do your mad inventions.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to persuade you off it, but if you're gonna
Yeah, I
go
know
for it,
you
you go
are.
for it.
I know how to do this. I'll go
Welcome,
gunslinger.
watchers of
I'll go
illusion.
gunslinger.
Here's a dungeon dose of genuine adventuring.
Did I even turn
Because-
that down?
Gunslinger.
Is that how you're gonna throw your gun?
That's how you throw your guns. Take them. Take them.
Get away from me!
Oh my.
Hoop is like, oh God, what have I gotten involved in?
No, I want to make a lot of American history jokes, but usually those are really bad to do. So I just can't.
Back in 1864.
I was just basically gonna say like, so that's how the natives got armed that quickly. But that was it. But
That was who there?
that's as far as I'll go with that joke.
Yeah. we're gonna cut that in the bud.
I read them new Twitch terms of service. I know.
Yeah, I read them too.
Can't get too spicy.
I can't even call people old anymore. I have to call them like age challenged.
Geriatric.
Challenge.
Age challenge.
Yeah.
Age enhanced.
So what
Thank
you
you.
have you thought about it, Claytor?
Gunslinger.
Okay. All right. Cool. Right. So write that on your character sheet.
I did.
So what I need you guys to do as you can see, I've given you each a deck of cards. If you all choose a corner of the map, whatever. I was going to make a play sheet, but I couldn't figure out how to make it look, so I didn't get around to it. And I'd sort of done this on very quickly over like a couple of days. So what I need you to so if you could all find
Bottom
your
left.
deck, if you can all find your deck, and what I need you to all do is draw 12 cards. But if you take them out individually and just put them on the map itself, and then I will tell you what you need to do. If you draw in fact, I'll say if you draw a joker, you might want to shuffle the decks as well. If you draw a joker, you need to immediately draw another card and put it on top of the joker, and I'll explain why. And then you get, and that extra card is just a free card that you get to put on the joker.
How do you
I don't have a
shuffle?
shuffle button. Should
Yeah,
I have a
neither
shuffle
do I.
button?
If you right click it, can you right click it, or it's only me
No.
that can do it?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay, let me shuffle then. I will shuffle.
I'll
Fix.
take the upright.
I'll take bottom right.
I'm gonna cover Wisconsin.
I'm covering the map key.
I'm just
Bottom
filling up
left.
I'm gonna fill up the Gulf of Mexico.
Are we shuffled?
So
Yes,
you're
everyone's
going to
shuffled.
Washington.
Yep, I'll take Washington. Yeah.
Okay, so 12 you said, James?
12 cards, yep. And if you draw a joker, you just need to draw a free one on top. Okay.
Somebody
Okay.
put stuff in my corner. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
We've
maybe
just,
I did.
We've just.
I have
okay.
no idea what I'm doing.
Oh no, I see what it's doing. It's going above Weefs' name. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just sort of just drag them out, but yeah, you'd
don't
have to
know
just.
How do you?
I can't drag anything. Maybe you can drag them out.
You can drag them from, like, if you click on the thing above your head,
Yeah.
and
And then they
it bring-
pop up.
You can
Oh,
drag
then
them
I drag them
individually. Yeah.
And other people are supposed to see my cards?
Yes, because this is just character creation. I need to see them as well.
My cards aren't coming out of my box. Wait, one of my cards went away?
These cards
And
are
then-
big.
I'm so confused.
So yeah, so if you get a joker, you just draw another card and put it on top, right?
Yes. Has anyone drawn a joker?
I have.
Okay.
I hope that's not horrible.
Oh, it can be.
Awesome.
I found my
drew,
cards, everyone. It's okay.
I drew 3 kings.
Okay.
I hope that's bad. I drew a bunch of crap.
These 3 kings be stealing the gold.
Oh, I have a lot of spades.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm the
say, it's
huckster
like,
of
I've seen
spades.
that movie once. I don't really remember much.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Oh,
I almost have a straight. I need a 9. Damn it! Anybody got a 9?
I
Go
got a
fish.
9.
Oh, okay. Go fish.
Go fish.
Go fish.
Go fish.
Go fish. I wonder, what do I have?
Right. So
Uh,
I'm going to tell you the best way to lay these bad boys out. Which
But I
is
already
prob-
laid them out. They're pretty now.
I know. So the way. So this is what it means. So a 2 is a D4. A 3 to 8 is D6. A 9 to a jack is a D8. A queen to a king is a D10, and an ace is a D12. Clubs give you 1 level in that dice type. Diamonds give you 2 levels in that dice type. Hearts give you 3 in that dice type, and spades give you 4. Jokers counts as a D12, and the reason why you draw an additional card is to work out what suit it's in.
okay.
So yeah, so the best cards you can get are generally spades, because that gives you multiple dice of the type. So you might want to sort of organise them into suits and then order.
What did you say twos were?
2s are D4. They're also called
Okay.
deuces
Yeah.
in the Wild West. Yeah, and if you draw a joker, immediately draw another card to determine which suit it is.
And then kings are a D10.
Queens to kings are D10s. Yep.
Okay. And then jack is D8.
Don't write this down yet because we need to get rid of 2 cards, and I will tell you what cards you can get rid of. So once you've sorted out, what you need to do is get rid of the lowest 2 cards, but you can't get rid of juices. So you have to keep 2s.
Ooh.
So I got to ditch my 3s.
I
Well,
gotta ditch a 4.
well, I wouldn't look at the lowest card. I'd look at the lowest. Personally, I'd look at the lowest amount of dice you're going to get as well. So I'd
So
lose.
clubs are pretty crap.
Yeah,
So we
lose
just supposed to-
clubs.
Pick some to ditch, or are they...
Yeah, so pick 2. Pick some of them that you want to ditch.
Right, so it doesn't have to be the lowest.
No, it's not. No, it doesn't have to be the next lowest card. It can be any card you want. But I suggest, in my personal opinion, to ditch clubs and diamonds over anything else. Clubs first,
Okay. Goodbye, 3 of clubs.
Yeah, all 3 of my clubs give me the same thing. They give me a D6.
though.
I'm
I'd
just
say
gonna
even
toss
get.
2 clubs.
I'd even get rid of the 6 of clubs as well.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Is get rid
Yeah.
of my 4 and 6.
Goodbye.
So the ace would be 1, right?
How do we get rid of them? Just flip them over?
You can delete them. I
The
flipped
ace.
mine over.
No, that's ace of diamonds. That's 2. That'd be 2d12.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye.
I'm no. Okay. I'm confused.
Okay.
You're good. You're good. You want the ace.
Okay, I
You
want the
want
ace,
aces.
okay.
You want
ace
the
is high.
Aces are
Ace
good.
is high.
Okay, so I want to get rid of the 4 and the 6. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Ugh, get out of here.
Hang on.
There's a 6
No.
of diamonds you can get rid of.
No, I'd say I'd get rid of the 8 of spades because that only gives you 1d6, where a 6 of hearts or a 4 of hearts gives you 2d6.
8. Did you say 8 of spades? I think
I thought you
mean
said
8 of
spades were
clubs.
good.
Clubs, yeah, sorry, clubs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the 8 and the 4, yeah.
Let me know once you're all done. I will give you the best advice I can.
Yep.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Okay, just write down. I'd write down somewhere on a scrap piece of paper, or scratch paper as you Americans call it for some reason. I don't know why. And just write down the different die types you've got and the numbers you've got. So, for example, Hooper, you've got 2d4, a 2d6.
I'm just gonna write mine on the play mat.
Sure, right on the
Can you
playmat.
remind me how many dice each spade is worth?
So spade is 4.
Spade is 4 reefs.
So it's back. It goes backwards.
So
So spades is the most important. The spades is the best suit you can get in the game. Hearts is the next one. Oh no, I fucked up then. Hearts and then diamonds and then clubs is the worst.
Yeah, I opened the PDF or the handout sheet in like the new window view so I could see it completely.
I have like 75 different handouts that James has given us, and I don't know which is which.
I would just have opened the character generation one. It's
Oh,
the
that-
one
Right.
that's in.
Yes.
Yeah, because that has the table in it. In,
Aha. Okay, yes, cool. Right at the bottom of traits.
There we go.
Hooray!
Okay, so
It'll save you a lot of headache.
I mean, obviously it's easier in real life because you just go. There's some cards. Hey presto, we're done. And you just sort of like, yeah.
Okay, and diamonds are 2.
Does that mean I have 16 d6s from my spades?
No, you don't group them all together. You have to take the cards
I'm so
individually because you get
confused.
to assign. So imagine these are like individual dice rolls for each stat. Imagine that.
Yeah, the suit indicates how many dice, and the number or the like the card number or jack or whatever indicates
Is the type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
have one spade.
Could be worse.
I had 2 aces, so like this is I drew ridiculously well. I think.
You did.
If I'm understanding the game properly, I think I drew very well.
My favourite is the Joker, though. I love it when people get Jokers.
You're welcome.
I have my own little chart that I have to look at and draw a card and see what you get. I'll do it in a little while. And then I don't have to tell you if I don't have to. Sometimes I might have to tell you. Sometimes I don't have to tell you.
And either way, you'll just lord it over us, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You have the power. All right, that's all my shit.
Okay, I think I'm done.
Wow, Clayton, what the hell did you do?
So if you look at your character sheet, you've got 10 stats, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 10 stats. You need to assign a card to each of those stats.
Okay.
Now-
what? Yeah.
Right.
No, continue. I was going to ask you what the stats mean, but you might be going through that now.
Certainly, I am just about to go through that. Let's open the right document. Okay, what are you confused?
Oh, on like the traits thing. I'm trying to how to write them down as the dice, I guess.
So yeah, so you need to write down the number of dice and the die type, and then just get rid of the card as you go along.
Okay, so like for the spade jack, it's a there'd be
A spade jack
Four.
would
It's 48.
48.
okay. So yeah. So get the fuck out of here. I could do.
I'll wait for everyone to get to the same point, and then I'll go through the traits.
Sorry. I'm still getting used to this.
That's
whole
all
thing.
right. That's
It's
all right.
okay.
It's your first. We're breaking your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we breaking, James?
Newbie
for
status of
something.
Roll20. There we go. How polite is that? So yeah, it's recovered.
I'm used to paper and pen. Oh god. Okay.
I mean, you could always use paper and pen.
Oh yeah.
I write my dice in paper. So old.
I
I
have a
just saw as
notebook.
white glare. Waves, white glare.
I know. It's still paper.
By the way, I handmade them poker chips. Handmade them.
Did you?
Yes. I had to make them in Photoshop.
Oh, God.
I went hunting for like poker chips images, and they were all just like rubbish.
They're very nice, James.
Thanks. Took me ages. Took me ages to make the whole pool as well. There's like 85 cards in there because it's technically a deck of cards.
That would be 56.
Yeah. What decks of cards do you have that have 85 cards? What is happening?
No, the the fate chips are is a deck of cards.
Oh.
It's treated like
Oh,
a
in
deck of cards
Roll20.
in Roll20,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even had to pay for the pro version because I ran out of storage space.
Oh dear. Are we supposed to be assigning our
Not
traits
yet.
now?
I'm going to go through the traits, and then once
Yeah.
everyone's on the same page.
Okay, cool.
I'm ruining everything.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna.
No, I'm being shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I think we're good. Because you can't do the Joker. I have to leave it there, right? So I don't know how to write down the Joker at all. So
Joker is a D12. So the Joker would be the Joker is always a D12,
it's a 2d12.
and then it would be the suit that you put on top would be the number of cards. So a diamond would be 2D12.
Awesome. So I have 2 of those. Sweet.
So, just so you know, so the trait levels. So basically, in most games you have like so like a 2 is something. So a die type of 4 is sorry in this attribute. 6 is average. 8 is good. 10 is amazing, and 12 is incredible.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So
so
trait.
average.
So traits. Deafness trait defines your hero's hand-eye coordination and manual dexterity. No gunslinger should be without it. It's great for shooting holes in things. Aptitudes associated with the deafness traits include such things as throwing, flinching, and of course shooting. Nimbleness. Without a good nimbleness trait, your hero is going to be tripping over her own boots. It covers agility and overall physical prowess. That means it's real important to getting out of the way of things, trying to do your hero in. Aptitudes associated with nimbleness are such skills as climbing, horse riding, and dodge. Oh, and fighting. We're pretty sure that I'm not going to read that right out. Anyway, have you? The book's got like a great internal monologue. It's sort of you read it like a prospector. Quickness. It's a brutal truth that there are 2 types of people in the Weird West: the quick and the dead. Of course, in Deadlands, that second option isn't always as final as it could be. The quickness trait defines your hero's reflexes and speed. It's not used very often for aptitude checks except for quick draw. It's very important because you'll be rolling it at the beginning of every combat round to determine how many actions your character gets. We'll tell you more about it. Right, ignore that. I'll tell you more about it later. Strength is a measure of your hero's raw muscle and brawn. When it's time to lift in something heavy or punching someone out, strength is your hero's best friend. It's not usually tied to a particular aptitude, though the marshal might call for certain skills to use the strength trait on occasions. Because basically I can ask for like mix of because they're all under certain skills, but I could also ask for like give us a knowledge firearms roll to figure out what gun may have been shot or whatever, things like that. Vigor. Vigor encompasses a hero's endurance, constitution, and general fortitude. Vigor is another trait that has no particular aptitudes. Aptitudes in this game is basically skills. So, just saying. The marshal might use vigor whenever your character's endurance could determine the success of a particular aptitude test. For example, a long, arduous climb up a steep cliff might call for a vigor climbing roll check. Mental traits. So they were the physical traits, we're now on to mental traits. Cognition. If you're going to keep your hero's carcass out of the boneyard, that the best be alert. A good cognition is advisable. It covers perception and general alertness. Aptitudes covered by cognition are things like searching, scrutinize, and the hunter's best friend, tracking. Knowledge. Few cowpokes wander the high plains, are especially educated. Those who have a high knowledge. If your hero has garnered a lot of book learning and experience, you'll have a high knowledge. Academic, professional, and trade aptitudes are all knowledge based, as well as languages and the often important medicine skill. Mean. A hero mean describes his presence and influence, as well as his charisma, and how the character is regarded by others. A high mean is important when a hero needs to impress a crowd, intimidate an enemy, or train a wild bronco. Mean encompassed aptitudes like leadership, overall, and tale-telling. Smarts. Gamblers and the like need to know how to think on their feet. A high smarts is essential as it covers wits and deduction. This is also the ability used to figure out or piece together clues. Survival and streetwise are a few of the more important aptitudes covered by smarts, as well as the mad scientist's best friend, tinkering. Spirit. The otherworldly pervade the lands and the people of the Weird West, and a hero's spirit tells you how strong their connection to it is. If a hero's psyche and spirit presence... Sorry, it's a hero's psyche and spiritual presence. Only a very few aptitudes are linked to the spirit trait, but they're important ones like faith and guts. Obviously, faith is important if you're a preacher. Now you need to assign your stats. Assign the cards or the dice to the stats you've got on your character sheet.
Okay.
The way you do it. So the first column is the number of dice you're rolling for that attribute, and then the next one is the die type. I will give you some hints of what you need to do. So we'll start with the bounty hunter. So it's a dangerous job, so you need good combat skills like shooting and fighting. Good tracking skills, almost mandatory. Watch out though, the hunter sometimes become the hunted. The prey gets wind, someone's on his trail. Who's next? Explorer. No, gunslinger. So regardless, the character must have a high quickness and a good deftness and be a crack shot with 6 shooters. So yeah, they're the stats you want to sort of look into. Hucksters. You're going to need to buy the arcane background huckster, which is an edge.
What does that mean?
It's an edge. It allows you to actually cast the spells. It's an advantage. But
Does that come in later?
That will
We'll
come into
explain that later.
Yeah.
Okay, so that doesn't affect what I'm doing right now.
No. For you probably want a high academic here, occult and hexling in aptitude.
None of those are traits.
Occult is under knowledge, I believe. Academia, yep.
Oh right, okay, yes.
And hexlinging is its own thing, which will come into play when you choose the hexlinging background.
Okay.
And then prospector.
What stat am I missing?
So you're going to need the trade mining, which is where's trade?
Those players guide.
Where's trade? Just looking. Oh, trade is under knowledge. You'll also need a high strength and vigour to help them dig for ghost rock or pan for gold for hours on end. Some form of shooting aptitude as well might come in handy, dealing with potential claim jumpers.
Let's see. Cognition, deafness.
Did anything with that yet, or just yeah?
We'll do traits later, but we'll do aptitudes later. But assign your attributes.
So just write mining down on your trade and.
Yep. Yep, there's a box underneath to write in things.
Yep.
I'm half done.
Yeah, shit.
Everyone loves a good paperwork stream.
Paperwork's the best.
My character has no string.
1d4.
My character has no spirit.
36.
That's
My character.
Good. I look forward to you shitting yourself. When shit hits the fan, literally.
2d10.
who? Me? Or...
Yeah.
2d6.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
3d8.
Yeah, world is
I
moving.
might move it
Do
around,
something.
so I'm not
Who do
guaranteeing
something.
you. Not guaranteeing you that I'm gonna run shitless from everything.
I can't run. Running is happening. My character is basically dead.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move the 1d6 over to knowledge and put the 2d6 on spirit. Instead, I'm just like filling in the dregs of everything at this point.
Oh,
Okay, that one's that.
I am fucking dumb.
Do you say
or-
done or dumb?
Yeah, I couldn't.
Both.
Okay.
Finished
Both.
and stupid. Okay.
1d4 smarts.
Oh yeah. I have
Actually.
1d6 for strength.
Actually, I might.
Not quite as weak as you are stupid.
There we go.
You know what? Actually, I'll be
think that's it.
smarter.
40, 10. Yeah, now I gotta cross-check everything and make sure I'm happy with it.
Never mind. Mine is my lowest stat. Fuck that.
Mine. You are not very
I put
leadershipy.
knowledge is my lowest. My 1d6 went into knowledge.
Excellent. We all have different weaknesses.
I have 1d4, but goddamn, my deafness is 3d10.
Doing all the shooting and the felching.
Well, and my quickness is 3d6, so it's like.
Mine is 2d4.
I have 40-10
Pew,
cognition.
pew, pew. You are
God
super
damn.
cognitive.
I can track things real good.
No mystery.
Right.
My
Is
cognition
that
is
gonna be your voice?
1d12. Well, I feel I should go get my hat. I do have.
My hat.
You
Oh
might,
dang! I got a hat. Where
you
is
might
it?
get some sunburn if you don't get that hat, you know.
I do declare.
Where's my floppy leather hat?
Right, once everyone's done, is everyone done?
No, I'm getting my hat.
Almost
Oh, okay.
done.
30 seconds.
Fucked up somewhere. I'm just trying to figure out where I fucked up.
It
Yeah,
took
I
me
was,
the
I was just
entire
looking
time.
over all my shit again.
The entire time James was explaining, I was looking over my stats, going, "Where the fuck did I mess up?"
That's a really floppy hat.
The worst hat. Oh, here we go.
Okay. If we're finished with this, are we about to take a break? And can I?
Where the hell did it?
Oh,
Oh my god!
certainly. We can take a break if you want.
Yes. Is that a bowler hat? It's beautiful, potato. It's beautiful.
Right. We are going to take a break. We'll go into an intermission screen. I'm probably going to go make a coffee because I had like 4 hours sleep. Right. And we're on intermission with Claytor missing.
Woo! Hat party!
So you can do what you want.
I am impressed that this thing is still balanced at this point.
It's, yeah.
Because it is literally just sitting on the top of my head.
I guess because it's got an extra little supporting platform with your headset at the back. So it's got the front and the back nicely
Yeah.
stabilized.
Did you
I
figure
bought-
out where your
Oh.
mistake happened, by the way?
No.
No, no.
Where's the
What did you
mistake?
do, Hoop?
Okay, so I have a 3d4, but I need to put it somewhere, and I think I put something else there because I'm moving things around on accident. And I don't know which one I've used or which one I haven't. So I'm looking for duplicates. But I have one duplicate that's supposed to be there and then one that's not. So. But I'm blind. Oh my god. Am I this dumb? Why am I so dumb? This is what I get for RPing.
That's what you get for doing video game roleplay instead of like super hardcore numbers, dice roleplay.
I used to do numbers all the time. Now
You're just stupid then.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm stupid then. She knows. All right, so it's there's the 48. There's the 110. There's the 110, yeah. There's the 1d8. 1d8's there. 3.
These are your cards, right? These ones?
Yes.
I'll have a look in a second. I'm just going to go make a coffee. Does anyone want one while I'm gone?
Yes, please.
How,
I can flip
I'd
your
take
cards.
one, but I suspect you're lying. I suspect you're lying.
Gonna take
I'll
a while
post
to
it,
get
yeah.
there.
I'll post
Yeah.
it. It's going to be lovely and warm.
Curdled.
Tepid.
Tepid.
Right,
I mean, I'm
back in a
assuming.
minute.
Yeah, you don't have to put cream in it. We don't have to worry about it curdling. I'll just heat it up later.
Found it.
Hooray! Why was James showing us his head?
I don't know. Maybe we needed to like check it for something.
This is my beautiful Van Helsing hat, by the way, from the game that came out a couple of years ago.
Is that what it's from?
Yeah.
I bought this for a Halloween costume, and it has never properly fit my head. And
Clearly. I mean, if
Well,
it used
like-
to fit your head and now it doesn't, I'd be a little concerned.
I can
That's
like
not bad.
no, but like after wearing it for about 2 hours, it started giving me a headache
Yeah.
because it's just like that right amount of tightness.
Mm.
Let me see. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can get these headphones big enough to fit around it anyway.
There you go. Very nice. Looking good.
Fantastic.
Unlike mine, which does an excellent job of catching the rain and concentrating it on my shoulders. And right in front of my vision.
This in no way is going to ruin this cheap $20 hat.
Put a nice headset dent in it. I don't know what this hat is meant to do.
Yeah, it's,
You-
It's been like this since I got it.
It looks like it's meant to be, I don't know, like you're supposed to be out in the fields farming or something. Like it doesn't look like the hat
Supposed to be
of,
out
like, a-
shooting demons.
Exactly. It's not the hat of a bounty hunter is what I'm saying. It's the hat of someone who needs to go grow some corn.
well, what if they're possessed corn, huh? You thought about
Mm.
that?
Oh yeah, I better shoot that too.
You
Get
better
rid
shoot
of them
that
children
corn.
of the corn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
them's
don't
the
want
ones you got to worry about.
them damn children running through rows of corn, just
Mhm.
bringing it down.
Mm-hmm.
Evil.
Always ruining all of our root structure. They run all over the stalks.
My root structure. How dare they? Yeah. Pin it up like this, maybe. Where's the front meant to be?
I'm going back to the precarious balancing act. That was more comfortable. Yeah, now it looks more cowboyish if you hold it up.
Well, that's
Oh,
slightly more suitable. Looking around my room for any masking tape or something. Nope. I got a knife. I got 4 different types of lip balm. No masking tape.
I've got an Eden artichoke.
What?
It's the real victory item to have.
An Eden artichoke.
Yep, just like the leaves that are just like ripped bare. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the leftovers of an eaten artichoke.
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
So basically, you have the artichoke equivalent of a banana peel.
Well, you are the real winner here.
But it is really fibrous, so.
I have a cat onesie.
Well, we can't beat that.
Yeah. No.
I don't have anything.
And it
with
cost me a
spots.
$5. Hey. Why do we all have stupid hats?
Hello,
This
partner.
isn't a stupid hat. I will say that.
Okay.
No.
Awesome
It's
hats. Why do we all
a-
have awesome hats?
It's a Stetson. It doesn't fit my head, obviously. It was my grandfather's. It's a $300 hat.
This cost $20 at a Halloween store.
Yeah, no, this was.
I think maybe 10. I'm not sure. It's probably. I think it's not even really fabric. I'm pretty sure it's paper that's covered in some sort of felt thing.
Yeah.
I would not.
That's what they usually are.
I would not get. Well, so I think
Plastic, maybe?
yeah, I don't know. I think I stored it with.
Mhm.
Oh no, this is all that like. So like
Oh, this is
the vinyl cover from the headset's been coming off just from
Oh,
general wear
no.
and tear, and
I had a
it's
jacket like that.
it's all over the hat now, and the hat's like got fake felt on it, so it just will not come off. So there's just like
So
little
your fake
green
felt hat
specks.
has other fake felt on it.
Yeah, it's got like just specks of green all over it.
Mhm.
Just leave it out for Decker to sit on.
Oh god.
Be fine.
Also,
Decker will
this is
sweep
a-
it up.
This is a Street Fighter bandana that's wrapped around.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Back in a sec.
At least
We'll have to get James
at
to wear
least
something for a hat.
I wish this hat was just a little bit bigger, like brim, like just so I can, actually wear it.
Definitely wear it. Ladies would love it.
I know, right? I have to have my hair down as well,
Yep.
because it just does not work out well.
I feel like that hat, as with that like wrapping around it, you need some sort of like massive like horn that's made out of a ram's horn, and then you just need to do farming on top of a mountain.
I do have a horn that's not a massive ram's horn, but it's like, it's packed away.
My hat fell off.
It might be better if I shave my. No, there's no shaving my head. I'm not going to be bald. Look.
Wow, what's wrong with bald?
Yeah, just I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that. Yeah.
James, you know full well there's plenty of things wrong with bald. And I can say that.
So James, are you excited for me to call you Albert in this now awkwardly? 'Cause I'm so used to not calling you James at all.
Everyone calls me James, and it's really weird. Everyone has called me James at least more than once.
Potato,
I even did it because everyone else was doing it. And I never
Potato,
did it.
you look like the guy from Meet the Robinsons.
I have to look that up.
I mean, Albert's
that
like
guy.
he's literally like my second oldest character I ever done. He was like season 2 of Twitch RP when I did a gentleman's club, which
Oh, God.
Weaves came along to. No, not
What did
that
I
sort
do?
of gentleman, not that sort of gentleman's club. Albert Arthur Arlington.
Oh yes.
Uh,
It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, no. That's not the
'Cause-
kind of gentle. No.
Because season 1 I just played me because I didn't really have a fucking clue what to expect at all.
You, Lord Arthur Albert Arlington.
No,
yes,
then
that's
it-
exactly like you, James.
No, in season 2 I then made Lord Albert Arthur Arlington. And then, to do my Cockney posh person who's just Cockney.
Cockney posh.
Yeah,
What's a Cockney posh person?
me. I've only got 2 voices, haven't I? Or 1, and everything's Cockney.
So,
Like your 9-year-old Cockney boy. Hello.
So he
My
talks
mum's
about
dead.
nothing. My mum's dead.
Cheers.
Hello. I fear if I try to do anything Cockney, it'll just slowly wander into bad Australian.
It's the best my hat can do.
Don't get me started. I just wonder how James survives when I'm just walking around trying to like slightly imitate his accent and it just doesn't work at all.
It's not bad. I'll tell you the honest truth. It's not a bad English accent. I've heard
Thanks.
far worse.
Oh yeah.
Far worse.
Yeah.
And then it triggers me.
Just like the building.
No, that was just joking.
I know.
All right.
that's fun.
Should we go back?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hammer this out.
Scottish is still British, Rooster.
No, it's not.
Bam. We'll go here. Ooh, I'll hide. Excellent. Nothing but a professional stream here. Nothing but a professional stream.
We're serious
GoPro.
actors.
100% serious.
Actor.
So,
This is my serious hat.
our next thing that we need to do is we need to work out your aptitudes. So basically your skills. How many points you've got to spend on your skills. What you need. In fact, actually, scrap that. We need to do one other thing before that. We need to work out your secondary stats. So your grit should be 0. If you look on your character sheet, go away. If you look on your character sheet, literally under vigor, there's like pace, size, wind, and grit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your your grit should be 0.
Okay.
Pace is your nimbleness die type. So if it was a D8, it'd be a pace of 8. So you just take the number, the die type, and get rid of the D, and that's what you'd have.
Never get rid of the D.
Wait, where are these?
Literally under vigor.
Vigor. All I have is some blank spots under vigor.
There should be like
Oh,
arrow
those teeny
buttons.
tiny text things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pace, size, yeah.
Grit,
It's a very
0.
bare bones sheet.
It's like
Yeah.
it's very similar to how the actual physical character sheet is.
It is. I'm looking at the actual
It's-
character sheet.
Hmm.
This is how the character sheet is built. I'm not lying.
Wow.
Mm.
Cool.
So you said pace was nimbleness?
Yes, the die type, but just drop the die type. Just drop the D. So if you have a D4,
36?
no, if you have a D4, so if it's one, so you don't need to take the number of dice, just the die type. So if you have
So it's
4D,
6.
so if you have 4D6, it would just be a 6.
Right. And if I had 1d6, it would still be a 6.
Yes.
Right.
K. Your size all characters start at size 6. You can change that with edges and hindrances.
Which we'll get to later.
And wind is vigor plus spirit die types. So, for example, if you had a spirit of D6 and a vigor of D8, it would be 8 plus 6, which is 14.
12.
No.
Oh.
I'm
2.
doing this because aptitudes, you're going to need to do the same to figure out how many aptitudes you've got.
Okay.
So I thought I'd start with the easier one and then do it on the aptitudes. Once that's all done, aptitudes, so you need to add your knowledge, smarts and cognition die types together. So same
What
thing
was
as
that?
before. So knowledge, smarts and cognition die types together.
Mm-hmm.
And then that is how many points you have. What I suggest, I'm going to dump it in Dropbox. I'm going to dump it in thingy, in Roll20 again, all the edges. I advise you to have a look at the edges and hindrances first because they come out of your aptitude dice, the aptitude point pool. So let me just go here. I'm going to put it in here.
Clay is smart. Clay mapped inside
Knowledge,
of the.
smarts, cognition. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, this is simple.
What? Really?
I've done it as a PDF, so you should all be able to read it.
Edges. Ah, yes.
Okay.
Edges and hindrances.
Did you post it in the Discord?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
This is one where you posted the entire folder in the Discord with like 20 different documents, right?
Yes, but I'm trying to make it easier for you guys rather than me just overloading you with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So just remember, Weaves, you need to buy the arcane background of the huckster.
Yes.
Okay, so this is like assets and complications.
more advantages and disadvantages?
Same thing. Same thing, different texture.
Mm-hmm. I generally look at I look at hindrances first. You can only have a maximum of 10 points in hindrances.
Oh, okay.
Yes, 10 points in hindrances. You can't go over that because otherwise you'll
Where
end
is-
up with
Carry on.
where's what?
Where's the arcane background thing?
It should be in edges.
Hindrances is first, so
The hindrances
Okay,
gives
right.
us.
Yes, so 4 is like
points.
chapter name.
yes, hindrances will give you more points.
Okay. I understand. Alright, let's look at hindrances then.
Yeah, hindrances are first. I've probably named it incorrectly. I should have called it.
No.
hindrances
I'm
and
just.
edges.
I'm looking also at the character generation thing, and that had the aptitudes first. So I'm juggling PDFs as you're talking, and then trying to remember what you're saying, and then follow along.
It's just easy to do the edges and hindrances first, because then you figure out exactly what you've got left, rather than having to like suddenly you've spent all your skill points and you're like, oh shit, I need this. Oh fuck, I've spent. Oh no.
make
So-
myself some notes.
How many should I be spending
On what?
in total?
So hindrance.
I've got
you-
18 points.
Right. Yep.
And how many am I supposed to spend on edges and hindrances?
So edges, there's no limit. You can buy as many edges as you want. Hindrances, you've got 10. You can only buy back 10
Up to
points.
10. Okay. And I want to spend all my aptitude points here. I don't need them anywhere else.
You're going to be buying skills with the aptitude points as well, which is going to be so. So aptitudes costs are 1 for 1. So for example, a level 3 shooting pistol costs 3 points of your aptitudes.
Okay.
So this is going to be for skills and your edges and hindrances.
Right.
So many choices.
Mm-hmm.
So if something has like a 5 next to it, is that 5 points or?
Yes.
Okay.
That adds 5
If it's
points.
got like 1/3/5, that means it's got a varying different. You can buy it at varying different levels. So, like for example, ailing, you could have like a minor illness, where if you got a level 5, that's going to be fatal. It's going to kill your character at some point.
Ooh,
Hmm.
a Randy hindrance.
Wait, where's that?
Under R.
Randy.
If it moves,
Oh, God. Are you taking that?
I'm contemplating it. Yeah, I'm contemplating it. I'm making notes on which ones I like, considering that there's kind of a limit. So
That's why if I like write down what I'm interested in, and then figure out how many points it is, and then start like taking things off,
Yeah.
because it just helps in a way. Also, during the week we'll come up with some ideas, and I'll hand out some free edges anyway, to do with the setup that I want.
Okay.
And everyone will have something. Like, for example, an idea that's forming in my head is that Hooper's character maybe his brother disappeared, presumed dead in Gomorra. No one's seen him. He's received a letter from the lawyers saying that he's left his claim in the Great Maze to Hooper, and he needs to go claim it. And then there's a whole story around that, because it's not going to be easy.
There's rocks in them hills. Yeah. I'm grabbing Geezer right now, by the way. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, that one's really obvious for you.
Yeah.
It's basically like, okay, you got one automatically, and it's completely fine.
Yep.
What level are you going to go for Geezer? You're going to go for level 3 or the level 5?
I'm going for level 3. I don't want to get too dangerous with my Alzheimer's.
Where's my brother again?
Is he dead? Where is
Where's my gun? Oh, here it is. Bang.
Oh.
Is it loaded or is it unloaded? You tell me, Potato.
Okay, let me look right down the barrel.
Jesus.
This
Five
is
against
this,
two.
this my old timey geezer is just slowly devolving into bad Bill Cosby.
Oh, God.
Now, don't you see?
Get the jello
Get
pudding
the
with the
jello pudding
roofies.
box.
Well,
With the roofies.
With the
Cosby's
roofies.
already pretty bad, so it'd be better than Bill Cosby. You know.
I can have a familiar. Time to buy a cat.
Just remember, you probably want gambling for being a huckster.
Do I?
Yeah.
I thought I was a mad magic person.
Yeah, but basically when you play poker against the devil, you magical cards appear in your hand, and
Do I play poker against the devil a lot?
Pretty much, yeah. To cast any spell, you do.
Okay.
And basically, most hucksters have learnt that the best way to hide that is to actually generally have a actual physical poker deck in their hand, and be good at like cardy stuff. Hence gambling.
Stuff.
Damn it, I gotta put that window.
Is gambling a hindrance?
No, it's a skill or an
All right.
attitude.
Oh, yes, smarts. Oh, good. I put that reasonably high.
Hey, Zergo.
Oh, Zergo here. Hey, Zergo. We're
Hi.
doing reading.
Hi, person.
Hi.
There's so much
Don't want
stuff.
that.
Oh my.
Yeah, like seriously, at this point, it's like, oh god.
Yep. Might as well have the complete experience. They don't know you half-cocked experience.
Kind of
So
want
we-
to take that one, but not the same.
So we can only have 10 points into hindrances, right?
That is
Yeah.
correct, yep.
So I've already got 3 down. Okay, cool. Because it's 3 for just the one geezer, right? If it's geezer 3, then it's 3 points. Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
You'd have to. Did you read what it does though?
Yes, I did. Which I think is pretty great.
I will make your lives easier as well. Is once it's done during the week, I will create some sort of extra thing or whatever, and put the descriptions of the edges and hindrances that you brought into like your own little handout, maybe
Reference sheet thing, yeah.
so that you can just refer to that. If I had time, I was going to play around with the character sheet itself and actually add, so you can add edges and hindrances separately.
Oh my god, familiars look too complicated for this.
Good point. I'm going to draw a card for Hooper's Joker. I'm going to do it on screen. Where's my deck? There we go. There's my deck. Ugh. So.
Okay.
God.
Part of me wants to take Randy, but I don't want to play a straight character, and it doesn't look like the rules are well built. Like, it looks like they need modification a little bit, so I might just ignore it and just wing it.
You can't
Not
just play
care.
Randy as...
Well, it's like, I don't, like, it sounds like women work somewhat similar to, like, men, and then men are, it's all based on gender. And I don't want to make it excessively complicated. I'm definitely taking pacifist.
You fucking monster. I was gonna take pacifist.
Hang on, you're a bounty.
Pacifist goes,
You're a bounty hunter.
I'm not taking pacifist 5, I'm taking pacifist 3. You gotta bring him back alive.
You threaten them, but don't actually shoot them that much.
Yeah, I just, shoot them in the leg. I don't shoot to
that's
kill.
definitely very peaceful. I mean, you could just replace all the gendered stuff with people in Randy.
Oh god, copying that turned out really ugly. Why did I do that?
What are you copying?
I was trying to copy the text out of the PDF.
Oh, don't worry, I've got it as a document, a Word doc anyway, so I'll just cut and paste it from there because it's already nicely formatted.
Okay, I'm just gonna write pacifist 3 for now then. Yeah, if you try and copy it, it puts ambersands in where all of the spaces are. Alright, so that's 3 points. I don't know, I feel like Randy might get a little old after a while anyway, so I don't think I'm gonna take it. Like, I think it'll just start annoying me.
You could just hit on people anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. It was just like, I can just hit on people anyway. It doesn't really matter. I don't need game mechanics to hit on people.
you've been doing it for a year with me.
Well, aren't you presumptuous?
Love you, potato.
Love you too, boy.
I chose. I chose accursed, bloodthirsty, and superstitious.
Oh god.
A curse?
Gunslinger. Accursed, meaning I grab 2 fate chips at the start of a session instead of 3.
Oh, shoot.
James, I think I want to take enemy from my bounty hunting past, which says that you and the marshal should determine the value of any enemies based on your relative power level and frequency of appearance. Do you have any ideas for an enemy that's coming back to bite me? Might be not even anyone I necessarily know, I guess.
Sure, we'll have a discussion during the past has a nasty word coming back to haunt a cowpoke. Remember that every foe you put down likely has some friends or family who might come looking for you. Characters, an enemy or enemies of some sort. You and the marshal should determine the value of an enemy based on their relative power level and frequency of appearance. A vengeful but inexperienced youth. What about if it's a group? What about if it's like someone that you claimed a bounty on, and
It's like them or like maybe their child or something?
yeah, or their
Or
family?
they got away. You hog-tied them up and then they escaped.
What do you think that should... I like the idea of it being someone who, like, a family member of someone whose bounty I collected on, and then they either got put to death or like sent to prison or something. Or what do you think in terms of points? Is that like 2? Do you think, James, or 1? Or
I'm gonna go with a 2 point, so there'll be a minor there'll be a minor nuisance,
okay.
and they won't always appear.
Can I take Grim Servant of Death? James?
I think.
Hang on, I'm just reading it.
Okay.
I think good.
Of course you can.
Yeah. I think that's a good reason to be run out of the last town I was in. Well, I gotta keep moving. Alright, forget self-righteous. I am the grim servant of death. People just keep getting dead around me.
Well, no, trouble kicks off around you.
That too.
I got myself Geezer 3, Greedy 2, Self-Righteous 3, and Stubborn 2.
God.
Great person.
Greedy, what else did you go for?
Greedy 2, Self-Righteous 3, and Stubborn 2. Oh, hey, look, it's gold. You can have that. Yeah, I can. It's mine.
Sir, that's not your... Yeah, it is.
It is
You
now.
don't fight me for it.
You said stubborn, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you are old. Explains
Yeah.
everything.
There's rocks there, and there, and there.
Okay, edges and then aptitudes. That's what you need to get now.
Okay.
I'm still checking endurance.
That's all right. There's no rush. It's all one. It's all part of the same thing.
Yeah.
So edges you can just go nuts on.
Yeah, I'd obviously like save points for like buying actual skills because you know
Yeah.
you need skills.
I like to balance them out.
Yeah, kind of balance them out.
That's just me, though. That's the way I always do it. with systems like this.
Is there an upper limit to skills?
I think there is a limit you can
Oh.
purchase at the start. Like a number. Hang on. Here's my cheat sheet. Go away. It's either 4 or 5. I don't think yet. I'll double check.
I think I'm gonna take heroic 3. I've got 2 more.
You can't start the game with an aptitude higher than 5.
Okay.
Write that down.
Put 5 in gambling.
Although you obviously once the game starts, you can raise the aptitude higher.
Yeah. Gotta quickly read up about hucksters now.
I can send you.
Points left.
Do I have it as a document?
I'm supposed to ask you to let me see chapter 6.
Okay.
Is that chapter 6 in your book or mine?
It is in the player's guide.
Right.
I have it. I do have a Word doc on the hucksters.
Oh yes. Oh man, it's
It's a Word
okay. I
doc.
can upload it to I can upload it to Google Drive.
Yeah, it might just go a bit weird. I could always just turn it into a PDF if you want and send you the PDF. I can do that right now.
Okay. Yes, please. I need a name. Someone get my character a surname, please.
And all thumbs I'm taking for my last one. Surname?
Yeah.
Harker.
Karen Parker it is.
I said Harker, but Parker
Oh,
works
Harker.
just as,
Karen Harker?
Parker works just as well.
Parker it is, because it's easier to pronounce and hear on a microphone.
There, I've got my 10 points of hindrances done. Pacifist, enemy, heroic, and all thumbs.
There you go.
Thank you.
That's pretty much chapter 9. Chapter 6, I mean.
Okay.
Just so you know, the only edge I won't allow is a veteran of the Weird West, because you're all new to Deadlands. If you had an idea of, if you knew what Deadlands was beforehand, I'd have gone, sure, but I won't allow it because I
Not
like.
going to allow us to noob our way through being veterans.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Okay, edges.
And just so you know, the game will probably start very similar to a spaghetti western, and then things will go strange as we go along. Have you all finished with your cards, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
If I were to watch one spaghetti western that's on Netflix, which one would that be?
Oh.
Is there any spaghetti westerns on Netflix?
I don't know. I'll find out after the show.
Well, you're on like British Netflix though.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't remember seeing any westerns on Netflix.
There used to be some.
My suggestions, I'd watch Deadwood.
I also have Amazon videos. So.
If you- if you
Deadwood.
get- if you
Ugh.
get- if you
Wait, is
watch-
that a film or the TV show?
The TV show.
I couldn't understand a word they said. I watched like 2.5 episodes and I was like, fuck these mumbling idiots. I guess I could put subtitles on.
Oh God, is it Unforgiven?
Oh, that's perfect.
Any of the?
Anything with Clint Eastwood.
Is it Unforgiven? Is that the one with Clint Eastwood and what's his face? That's helpful, isn't it?
Yeah,
Freeman.
Clint Eastwood and that guy.
Another good one is a Kevin Costner one, which is actually quite good. Open Range is awesome. The gun battle at the end is one of the best gunfights I've ever seen in a western. Just
The
looking at all
original
my
True
DVDs.
Grit, yes.
Just looking at my DVDs. The Fistful of the Dollar trilogy is good as well. So A Fistful of Dollars, A Few Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly are really good.
Okay.
Um,
A Few Dollars More is on.
Yeah. Excellent place to start.
Put
Those
that on my
movies aren't
list.
super connected, are they? I don't think they are.
I
Like
think
it's
so.
the same main character, but it's not like you have to watch them all to understand. What's
oh, what, the Dollar trilogy? I thought they were just set. I thought it was like the Cornetta trilogy.
It's the same main character. Like
I don't
maybe
even.
it's-
I'm not sure if it's the same main character.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed
It's
to be.
it's the man with no name, but not sure.
Well, only one of them's on Netflix, so.
The man with the name is called Joe.
What did you say?
Who?
No, in the Dollar trilogy, the third one, he gets called Joe by the Paco, or whatever his name was.
My Name is Nobody is quite good as well. I can't remember where all my DVDs are. There's probably behind other DVDs on my rack, so I'm just looking.
Okay, literally one of these is on Netflix, so that's the one I'm gonna watch.
What was on it?
For a few dollars more.
Isn't it just a few dollars more?
Not according to this Netflix thing I'm reading right now. 1965, a nameless avenger and a bounty hunter bury the hatchet. Then they
Nope.
turn their guns on a common enemy.
You're right. You're right.
Tombstone's good.
Oh, I saw Tombstone.
Outlaw Josie Rolls is good as well. Yep, I agree with that one. That was one that I was trying to think of. What's the one?
Is
where
that the
you-
one with Clint Eastwood and the other guy?
No, that's Unforgiven, I believe.
Okay.
And that's more modern. That's like a few years ago, maybe about 20
Okay.
years ago. But yeah, it's more like modern film.
Has anyone seen Godless, and is that worth watching?
It is pretty amazing. It's a little bit slow,
Okay.
but later on, it's nice.
Yeah, Netflix keep trying to make me watch it, and I keep ignoring it.
Yeah, same. And then I checked it out.
There.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go through and watch Deadwood again to get some get my voices back.
Oh, no.
I was because I used to be able to, I used to be able to do a relatively good southern drawl. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, draw. Yeah.
But I can't do it anymore. I've forgotten.
Alright, depends.
Okay,
Just say-
cool.
say son of a bitch.
Knowledge, smarts, and cognition.
Amazon Prime Video.
I don't know. I think some of them are good missing parts. Some of the spaghetti western films are good. Like the whole Dollar trilogy is a spaghetti western.
I think that's what he's saying, isn't it?
Well, they're mainly called spaghetti westerns because some parts were filmed in Italy, and they were mainly Italian directors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was cheaper.
Yeah. Do I want... So I have a cursed, bloodthirsty, and superstitious. Gives me a total of 9 points. Edges, I have, to balance it out, the Stare, Blood Brother, Two-Fisted, and Two-Gun Kid.
What's Blood Brother?
Blood Brother is, I've worked with Indians, and I'm seen as part of the tribe. But, so if they deal good with other tribes, it's fine. But if I run into the mortal enemy, then I'm fucked.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to think if I want to go Two-Gun Kid, because that's 6 points to balance that out.
You are a gunslinger.
I am a gunslinger.
Do you really want to be just one gun?
No. Not really. I wish I could take... Oh, I could take up the 5 points and have 23 points left over. And...
23 points left over? I have 18.
I had 28.
Oh my god.
Before or after adding the hindrance points?
This is before.
This is before.
Okay, before I had 28.
I need more
well.
hindrances. I thought I
I'll
was
take-
doing okay, because I rolled like 90% of my
24
rolls were
points.
d6s. I have 1d8 and 1d4, and that's it.
James,
Alright,
can I see
my character's getting crippled. I think she's got a hunch now.
What do you want to see?
The sub aptitudes, like or do I just because there's no pistols, do I just write pistols and deafness, or
Well, it's under shooting, so look for shooting.
okay, shooting, got it.
And then under that should be where you can write
Empty
like,
box.
Yeah. So how many points do I have to take in order to get a sub? One.
Sorry.
Okay, so Cortex.
Okay, so this isn't exactly like Cortex. So
Yeah, no,
you
but
literally buy
you get what I'm.
So when you're
Okay.
gonna so if you're gonna buy like pistols, then you buy
Yeah.
shooting pistols, and that costs
Okay, so
how much it
shooting.
is. If you want to buy, so there is like a rule here. I will just get it for you. So if you was gonna buy shotguns as well,
Yeah.
where is it? Where's that little rule? I saw it a second ago. Okay, so then concentrations are listed in italics below. Some of these aptitudes, if concentrations are listed, then one must be chosen. Shooting, for instance, must be followed by a pistol, rifle, or shotgun concentration. Your character can earn additional concentrations of a skill for a flat 3 bounty points, regardless of how high the skill itself is. This counts during character creation and once play begins. If your homebrew already has shooting pistols at level 5, he can pick up shooting shotguns at level 5 for 3 bounty points. Basically, the idea behind that is that you already know the basics of how to shoot a gun.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
that hard to figure out how to shoot a shotgun.
Yeah.
James, with
Yes.
with search starting at 1, does
Yep.
that one count towards the amount that we spend, or do we spend on top of that one?
You would spend, so the 1 is free, so if you go to level 2, it only costs you 1 point to go to level 2.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure.
7. 4 is 11. I have 24.
Is Blackfoot a relevant
Uh,
hindrance, James?
Blackfoot,
Yeah. Basically willing to trade with anyone. Opposing factions.
sure. Sure, you can take what
I
you
mean,
want.
specifically, this talks about Protestant English and Catholic Irish, but I don't know how specific that actually is in the
So
game.
just so you know, Gomorra's sort of in a state of freeness type thing, as in it's sort of not part of the war, so it's not considered north, south, and there are people there from the north and the south, and multiple different
Okay.
factions, and lots
Yes.
of things going on, and it's all very interesting.
So it could be definitely a relevant thing. Cool.
Mhm.
Just trying to buy more points.
Remember, you can only get 10 points of it, though.
That's okay. 10 points will get me to Potato Fishy's base number.
I just rolled well, that's all.
I rolled well as well, so it's fine. We're at the same number.
No, you assigned your points well.
All my points were 6, except for the one that was 8 and the one that was 4.
Look, I did draw 3 kings though, so
Yeah, I drew none. My highest card was a 10. Oh,
You still, I mean, you're still out. I mean, you're not useless. Just saying.
I'm just very unlucky.
You just,
You're not
just-
completely useless,
You're,
Reeves.
I mean, you're
come
average.
on.
You're very well. You're
Very
very average. Yep,
Sell it, James. Sell it.
sure. I mean, you could have drawn worse. You could have drawn a load of 4-2s and been stuck with 4-2s, like load of D4s.
Yeah.
But then you got to think. The thing you got to think about as well is the higher die types have less chance. So in this game, when you roll your dice, you roll a pool of them, and you take the highest. And if you roll the ace, which is the highest number, so for example on a D6, 6, you can re-roll it and add it. And if you roll a 6 again, you get to add it and continue going. And it's called exploding.
Yes.
And you take the highest success, and then you compare that to the difficulty, work out how many raises you got, which is 5 over the difficulty. I'm going to figure out a macro on how to do that as well, so that you can just type it all in with the difficulty, and then any minuses or pluses that you may add to the roll, and hopefully I can do it. So you
Yeah,
can
there's a
figure
thing
it
for
out.
exploding dice as well.
Yeah, I've got a basic one here. A macro, a very basic macro, but I want to make it a bit more easier to use, and I'll probably do one for damage as well. But the thing is, you're gonna ace more often than someone with a higher dice type because it's a 1 in 6 chance as opposed to a 1 in 12
1
chance.
in 12.
For example, D4s, even though they're the lowest die types, there's more chance of acing that and getting higher.
Possibly acing it again, yeah.
Yeah. So it swings and
So
roundabouts.
it's not terrible. Yeah.
All right. Done.
Okay, cool. And did you buy all your skills? Yeah.
Yep.
Got a lot of 1 in stuff. Speed.
Yeah, so I
loading
can just
3.
buy as many skills as I want as long
Yeah.
as I don't go above 5, right?
That is correct. Just Hux. Don't forget you need to buy the skill
Gambling.
hexlinging as well.
And hexlingen. Was that
Yeah,
under knowledge?
No, the hexing might be its own little section. Yes, if you scroll all the way down below under wind, there's arcane abilities, and there's a thing for hexlinging. You can put that in there.
Oh, yes. 5 it is.
God, I'm gonna have to go back there and make sure that these numbers all add up.
I realize I have a bunch of 1s, James, but that's why not?
Good. Well, yeah,
Like,
okay. It doesn't. Yeah. I don't disagree.
I mean, I'd rather have a bunch of stuff that I'm like, and like a few things where I'm like, I'm gonna fucking shoot shit.
It is more advantage to have at least 1 dice type in some things, because if you don't have if you don't have any available, if you haven't got any, if you're untrained in the skill, you're rolling a D4 minus, it's either 2 or 4, and I'll have to check.
Yeah,
So I
so
can't
it's like
100% remember.
mine is my like I don't care about that stuff. Performance, tale telling, persuasion, overall, and leadership, and animal wrangling. Yeah, that's not my gimmick. But let me tell you, I can speed load and shoot you with a pistol faster than you.
And you only get
blink.
2 fate chips a game every
Yep.
session, yeah?
At the start of every session.
Nice. Because most people get 3, you see.
Yep. But I can still earn them for various things.
Yes.
But at
'cause
the start of each one.
So basically, the poker chips, you can only have 10 in your hand at once. Once you hit over 10, basically you exchange them for XP. You can spend them to do things like re-roll dice or add dice to the roll. There's a whole, like, if you can see, there's a handout that's already on there for the fate chips. You can have that on hand when you need to, because it's useful just to be able to just have a look at what you can do. You can also stop wind. You can also use it to negate wounds and stuff like that, because Deadlands can be very, very, very deadly with the right rolls. so you can negate things. Legendary chips will only come in every now and then. Roughly every 4 sessions, a legendary chip will go into the fate deck, and
Okay.
once it's drawn and spent, it is deleted. It no longer exists. But yeah, spend them, use them, and I will hand them out, and I will constantly hand them out for role playing. Any hindrances that come into play, you'll get you get poker chips for, and just general good role playing and being heroic and stuff like that. So
Cool.
yeah.
So with these things like sneak and home county and other attributes that have little brackets next to them, those are base numbers that we don't change, that we don't
They
count in ours, right?
Yep, that is correct. That's what they start at on your character.
Yeah.
They're like free skills, because most people can do certain things.
Yeah. People can sneak badly and climb badly. Except me, I can't climb. I can't even climb a rope, you know. In school, it was all like, hey, climb this rope. And they say, you just wrap your legs around it. Like, I wrap my legs around it. I have rope burn now.
Can you climb a tree?
Badly.
Well, you still can climb a tree.
If it's a low tree. And I'm not more than about 5 feet from, 10 feet from the ground. Up to about 2 body
We
lengths.
used to have
That's where the one time I
we-
went rock climbing, I started to have a panic attack.
We used to have a tree in the garden, like an apple tree. I climbed up it and fell out of it and hit my head. Explains a lot.
Nah, that's what happened.
It's no longer there. It's been cut down.
It's after it gave you brain damage. Your parents are like, well, it's too
Don't
late
know.
now,
I
but just
don't-
in case he does it again.
I don't remember having brain damage.
Ha 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 ha!
Thank you.
You're welcome. Someone had to laugh at it.
Thanks.
The hoop's gonna eat rocks.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me read out exactly what I have for my edges, which are barely even edges. I have sense of direction, a strong digestion, a strong stomach, and sand. So
Sand?
Yeah, I have sand 3. So I'm just an old guy who just eats whatever the fuck he finds. If he sees blood, he's like, oh, okay.
So jaded.
Yeah. I'm an edge master who eats lizards.
Sand.
I took Big Ears, Gallows Humor, and Gift of Gab for my edges. And Big Ears does literally mean I have really large ears.
Yeah.
Like cartoonishly large ears.
I looked at that in Gift of Gab. So I got Gift of Gab and Arcane Background. And then I went, I have so few points compared to everyone else, and I stopped taking edges.
James, if you want to look over mine, I'm done adding numbers to things.
Yeah, same.
Alright. I'm just having a look at what sand does.
I might take Purdy, though. I'm
So
gonna
s-
take Purdy.
So sand grit, you think the hero of the Weird West never takes bath? Well, most don't, but that's not the kind of sand we're talking about. We're talking about the kind of homebrew who keeps fighting even when his boots are full of his own blood. The kind of cowgirl who can punch the Grim Reaper in the face and then ask him to dance. Who could drive Lost Diablos themselves from Texas to Kansas. In short, a hero with sand has fire in his eyes and spirit in his belly. Every level of sand allows the hero to add +1 to any stun and recovery check he makes during combat. That's kind of handy. Especially with your lower vigour as well, because it's mostly based on vigour, I believe, to recover from being shot and stuff. So, yeah, good negation of your flaw.
I'm sure that none of my choices were made to optimize character generation. I was
God,
all
no.
like,
Well-
mine are like, man.
This
Well-
looks fun to play. I'll do that.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
A, these are your first characters. B, you've never played the system before. And C, good.
And see, I don't think I'm very likely to min-max a character anyway. Although it's always one of those things that's really hard to not feel like you're doing slightly. Like, well, if I get more points here, I'll be better at things. I only like being better at things.
I just
Well,
tossed
there's-
it
there's-
automatically.
being capable, and there's min-maxing.
Yeah, exactly.
I sort of was a dick now. And I have 4 points in demolition and 5 points in mining.
So you're a bomb expert.
Hey, hey.
I put
Prospector, so.
I put 4 points into ridicule, and 4 points into bluff.
Guts of 1.
Yep, guts of 1. Little bit of guts. Little bit of guts.
Telltale, nice. Persuasion 3. Fighting is 3. Nice. Yeah, that's not bad. That's good. Scrutinize. You might want a bit in scrutinize.
Where's scrutinize?
Cognition.
Okay, yeah. Let's trade 1 tracking for a scrutinize. Actually, I'm gonna change that around. I'm gonna trade 1 search for a scrutinize.
Okay, I think I'm done.
And so potatoes done. Looks fine to me.
Check over mine. if you'd like.
Clayton looked right. Okay, I'm having a look at yours. Search one. Yep. Did you not take any in shooting to stop claim jumpers?
Shooting?
Yeah,
Oh,
some form of shooting.
Yeah, I'll bring
You
survival
might want
done.
that just so, like I said, just so that if someone tries to fucking jump your claim, you can fucking defend yourself from people trying to take it, which does happen. You'll have to pick whether it's pistols, shotguns, or rifles.
Where's shooting again?
It is under deafness.
Ah, there we go.
No, didn't want to open that. I wanted to open that one.
So pistol, shotguns, and what?
So pistol, shotgun, or rifle.
I think shotgun would be best. Yeah.
Me too.
Get off my lawn!
I've been mining my lawn.
I got a little patch of grass here that the desert hasn't killed yet, and I want to keep it that way. You son of a bitch.
And then I'll have a look at Weaves' character.
Is it terrible? Right done fucked up.
Performing? What's performing 5?
Performing.
What have you got?
That is performing stuff. I don't know. It seemed fun.
Okay. You have to pick a certain concentration for that. Let me have a look at the
I'm
PDF.
thinking probably like theater or music or
Did you just say feeder?
Theater.
Oh.
Theater.
Let's have a look. Aptitudes. Page 38. It's going to be after 38.
Maybe I'll take performing out in case I have to sing on stream. Maybe I'll get my automaton back out.
Oh no.
You're lucky the batteries are dead right now.
They've probably been dead for about a year.
Yes, they have.
weren't they dead the last when we were
They were
playing?
constantly dead because the fucking thing didn't have a light to tell you when the switch was on or off. It was so annoying.
So they've only got 2 here, so acting or singing, obviously you can think up your own thing as well.
Yeah. I figured there might be some kind of performance aspect to being a huckster. So let me read the huckster thing offline,
Okay.
and I'll get back to you on that.
I mean, I always allow people to play around with their characters up until the end of the first session. So at the end of the first session, if the character isn't entirely working, you can go back to it and just change it up a bit offline
Okay.
and play around with it. So I'm not gonna slap someone on the wrist because they don't know the system and have made a crap character, because that's not fun.
Yeah. So you don't think I'm missing anything I should have?
How do you defend yourself?
Run away. I can't because I'm slow.
Because you got, I mean,
Magic.
yeah, but
I
magic.
do
yeah,
have
but,
gift of gab.
But magic it could be potential. I mean, if you do that and they're trying to fucking lynch you because of you're a witch, or burn you because you're a witch.
Burn.
And the witch.
Should I be able to throw shit at people?
Burn her! Burn her!
See,
I'm not a witch. I'm not a witch.
May we been here?
But yeah, you might want to sort of look into like perhaps taking a pistol, even a derringer, like one of the really pepper pot, basically shitty things that you could potentially hide up your wrist. That if a gambling thing goes bad, you can just go and pop it out and shoot someone and run away.
Okay. Do I put that under shooting?
Yes, but it'll be pistols because it's a pistol.
Yeah.
We should really go
Where do
to break.
pistols go?
Deafness, shooting.
Deafness shoot. Pistol.
Because the next thing we've got to do is equipment, and then we'll just have a quick discussion, and then we'll be all free to go and do whatever you want. Look at
Read the
things.
book.
Not necessarily. You don't have to read the book.
I got a whole chapter I gotta read.
But yeah, you're gonna have to read a whole chapter. But it's not too hard. It's
Yeah.
not.
You
It's not.
volunteered for that.
And it's not Star Trek of like.
Read 5 chapters and then cross-reference the other chapters that it
it's
didn't
all,
reference.
It's all on like you will find it's all in one place. Well, it's split between the main rules are in one place, but additional spells are in source books. But I have compiled them into a master list, if you might say. But anyway, yeah. So should we go for a break? Go use the bathroom and.
Okay.
We'll go to
Tea
intuition.
time.
Haha.
Okay, so we will be back shortly.
Yeah.
We're back shortly.
Except for me, because I'm off.
Yep,
Right, see you
me
in a
too. I'll be right back.
Hoop is gonna learn that if you need to pee, you gotta call it in the beginning. Otherwise, everyone else fucks off for 5 minutes.
Yeah, do you want to go? You're free to go. You don't have to stay here. Hi, everyone in chat.
It's my noise. Okay, I'm done.
So it must be really easy for you guys to go to TwitchCon. Like, you just open your door and you're there. Is that basically what it
San
is?
Francisco would have been the easiest for me. I wouldn't have just bought the ticket, and I would have been able to go there and come home each night.
I'm gonna one day go, but I need to get a new
That's what I
passport. Need to get a new passport and quite a bit of money. I might have to I might have to start working the streets, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Like a honk honk.
Yeah, you good.
Because it's not like I get paid
That's-
fucking much
that-
money at my job.
You need that +5 in performance though, but you'll be good.
8,
I can't. You know,
10.
you know, rules can't stand the mewing. I can just switch it. I don't even have to. I don't know if it's because I've worked in a nightclub for so long. I can even ignore the music at the nightclub. I don't even just. It's there. I'm just not listening to it. I just zone it out. I just zone it out. Hmm.
Yeah, I zone out a lot of this stuff too. What do you do at a nightclub?
Everything.
Oh,
I've
I was
been
in
there
LD
so
for a
long.
while.
So long I've been there.
Yeah.
Collect glasses. That's what I was doing last night, collecting glasses.
Mm.
Which is
Yeah, I was-
my favorite. It's actually probably one of my favourite things to do, because you just got freedom. You just do what you want. You can chat to people. You can check out bottoms. Perv.
So,
Have a little perv as you walk round. Sometimes
So-
get groped.
I wandered back into perv chat.
Yep.
Apparently.
No, I was just saying. I was just saying what I do at my job.
What you
and
do at your job.
perv and get groped.
Mm-hmm.
That's the life right there.
But I miss every bloody event. Any event on any Ark server, I've always missed because it's always the weekends, and it's always not European times, and it's always I'm at work.
Yeah.
Like when they were doing all those thingies in the first season, those
The
competition
gathering
things.
That was something.
Just gonna round that up to 3.
Yeah, round that shit. Round that shit, Clay Tall. Yeah, baby.
I don't even have anything to say to that.
It's who?
I got nothing. It is. It is what it is.
Okay. 4 days trail rations.
Oh, you grabbing belongings?
Yeah, I'm already halfway through buying my belongings.
You don't need belongings.
Jump ahead.
Keener.
Jumped ahead. Yep.
Ooh. I'm looking at. I'm actually going and looking at the book now to see. Please, I was going to do the same. But then I noticed that there's a chapter called Vamusen, and I kind of got distracted.
Is there?
There's a chapter in the player's guide called Vamusen, or at least not a chapter, but like a section, like the sub chapter or whatever you want to call it.
I buy $250 worth of barbed wire. It's 5 cents per yard.
Wait.
Well, clearly, I need to try and find some way to one up you on this. So, what other ludicrous things can I buy? Let's see. I am just gonna spend. I'm gonna get a loan from the bank and buy a Gatling pistol because that's reasonable.
No. Let's see. How many yards is that? 5 cents per yard? Jesus Christ.
That is
200. I basically have this giant, massive tumbleweed I'm rolling around the desert like a dung beetle.
It's probably also collecting shit. Like,
Yeah, because it's like spiky.
It's the same.
It's collecting everything.
It's just heavier than a normal one.
It's got a kid on it right now too, because he ran in front of it.
Oh yeah, just
God.
Just kicking down Main Street. Let's see what I pick up.
Yep.
Mommy, look! What?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not cleaning that out.
Just leave it in there.
Ma'am, I believe this is your child.
Hey,
I would ask you to please kindly remove him from my bale of wire.
Ma'am, we've collected your husband from the bar with our tumbleweed of barbed wire. He'll probably never drink again. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
How many horses could I buy? And we'll just open up like a horse rental, and that'll be the entire campaign.
Good. Enjoy having probably one horse. If you can afford that. I think they're kind of expensive.
Fine then. I'm going to spend all $250 on glasses of beer. All of
God
it.
damn it! I knew it.
All of it.
What is DB? I should probably look that up.
Hang on, what? DB? Where are you looking? Equipment.
Defensive bonus. Okay.
Yeah, DB, James. DB. I have no idea how much these stupid horses cost. I'm like skimming that chapter right now.
Horses.
saw them there.
An average horse sells for $150.
Oh, I have money for a horse. I got money for like a horse and a little bit more, so I could like get like I don't know.
You can also buy
you
can also buy El Cheapo gear. Cheap guns, saddles, and the likes can cause more life-threatening problems. These items have a malfunction number, just like the Gatling gun, for 75% of the normal price. Yeah, so you can buy cheap shit, but it could potentially break when you use it and explode or die. Like you can buy a cheap horse, and it could potentially just die. Just die.
I was imagining it exploding before dying.
Well, I could probably help with that with my points. So I put a few points into bluff just so I can have like really good Alzheimer's moments.
You're my son.
What?
You are.
God damn it, we're gonna get Eric.
I'm trying to deviate from the Eric voice, but it's going to be very difficult.
It's gonna be very difficult. I'm just saying, I recognize that one instantly.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back. I'm having an OCD moment. I'm folding saran wrap.
What?
You have to like fold it 7 times or something?
I had this ball of saran wrap next to me for like a day, and I'm just too lazy to bring it to the trash can. And so I'm just like awkwardly packaging it away now, because I'm apparently not lazy enough to fold the saran wrap, but I'm lazy enough to get up out of my chair and move 5 feet.
Yeah. I mean, all you really need to do is reach out and move the curtain and throw. But now, because you're folding it, you're making it less aerodynamic, unless you're making it into a saran wrap airplane. Could try.
I'll do it.
You're not, though, are you? You're gonna try really badly. You gotta do it on camera if you do, though.
Okay, I can show you when it's done.
Yes.
Riveting.
I know it is
Riveting, he says after he spent an hour writing numbers on paper, going, what?
What? Oh, let's add up all our numbers again to make sure that they equal the right numbers. Okay, cool.
I'll tell you what,
Okay.
though, when we did the Warhammer one, that was really quick comparison to any other, 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
But that's because it's all random, everything. That's fun.
Just get what you're given.
Should we go back, just as he throws the paper aeroplane?
Saran wrap airplane.
What is that? What is saran
Cling
wrap?
film.
Oh, okay.
Cling film. Yeah.
I've heard it being
It's
called
like a
that.
specific brand, but it's like everyone calls it that.
Oh, we just
It's
call
like
it-
Xeroxing. Do you
Yeah,
still say
yeah.
Xeroxing?
Yeah, we say Xeroxing, and it's
We don't usually. Cat.
Decker, how you doing?
Come here. Come sit out of the stream and stop picking at the shitty fake leather chair. Or just, stare at me like I'm talking and I have a billion heads. You might see him at some point. I don't know. I don't know.
Done.
I've stopped trying to
I have $90 left.
All right,
We'll
we're
climb
gonna,
onto your head later. Wait, what
gonna-
about money?
we're gonna jump back and then we'll sort out equipment.
Okay.
Look. Oh, sorry. I have $86. I gotta buy a bedroll.
All right. So we're gonna do equipment. We're back, obviously, as you can tell. So if you look, you've got $250 to spend on equipment. If you look in the rule book, the player's handbook, there is a page for equipment.
It starts around like page 75 of the PDF. It's like a whole chapter.
Yeah,
on
75.
oh, where's the handbook? Where the funds?
Oh, let me post another link. I'll shove it in the same place I shoved it earlier.
Your bum.
Yes, because I shoved electronic
Handbooks up your
document,
bum.
electronic documents up my arse. Yeah, that's
I
definitely what
knew
I
it. I knew it.
well, they're fairly small electronic documents.
They are.
I mean, like,
I
you
can
don't
fit
really
infinite. I can fit
Yeah.
an infinite amount.
well,
up there.
no. That's if you can. That's an impressive anus.
Oh. What page is it? 6?
6.
6.
75.
Fucking
And-
A, dude.
That's like a whole chapter too, just so you know. Like it starts with weapons or starts with guns, then it like wanders into other ranked weapons and then other like melee weapons and then or as the book
Shotgun
calls
thong.
as the book calls it, fighting weapons.
Fighting.
Fighting.
Fighting weapons as opposed to like picking your nose weapons.
I like me some fighting weapons.
So you start with 250, right?
Unless
250.
you're broke, I think is the hindrance. Where you start with even less money.
Or you got dinero.
Oh, De Niro, yeah, which gives you more money. Once we've done that, we'll just have a small discussion, and then during the week we'll figure some more things out, and then I will like put things forward and suggest things and get you to suggest things, and yeah. And then next week we'll start an actual game.
No.
Just remember, it will be very sandboxy, so you'll be able to go where you want and do what you want, as long as it's like within the confines of the thing.
All right, I'm going home.
Okay. That defeats the whole object of the game.
I'm leaving the
Rocks
sandbox.
fall on Clater. We have to buy clothes. Or is it
Claytor's
spare
character
clothes?
goes home.
You'd have,
and he's
I mean, you'd have
embarrassing.
certain clothes, but if you want like nice clothes,
Okay, so assume we already have basic clothes. Chaps are armor -2.
Well, yeah, they're hard to walk
Are
in.
they negative clothes?
Is less armor better?
I'm just looking at where it is.
All right, bacon is 15 cents per pound. I have bought $250 worth of bacon.
Nice.
That's
I'm a
it. If we
bacon
can add it,
trader.
We have 250 pounds or we have $250 worth of barbed wire.
Just wait, a couple hundred years, and that bacon is going to appreciate in value significantly.
It will.
We will make such a profit.
Weird West bacon on the internet.
Where did you find the armor?
Chap,
Oh, I'm just looking at
chaps.
common gear.
yeah, it says next to Chap's armor -2.
I have 500 yards of that can't be right. Wait, 500 yards? Yeah, 500 yards of fucking barbed wire. Jesus Christ! I have 5 football fields of barbed wire. Come at me. Eventually, come at me.
I can't. You're just a ball of barbed wire.
You know what? I'll make it $230 so I can buy a bunch of bedrolls so I can wrap myself up in it, wrap myself in the barbed wire, and roll across the desert.
You reach the coast and you're just covered in dead lizards.
The occasional snake.
An occasional snake.
I just sit there and like pull
We've you've
Keep
forgotten
rolling.
you've forgotten to buy a certain skill that you're gonna need.
Well, you say forgotten like I was supposed to know, and I did ask you. What should I have bought?
Academia Occult.
Academia Occult. Right, I'm just going to take performing out completely then. So that's down to 0, and I've now spread those 5 points across shooting and occult.
Oh, man. We're gonna have a fun time with this.
I do like the idea of a shotgun thong, though.
I feel like,
Just like jamming it down your butt crack. Clayton, I'm assuming this is how you wear all your guns.
Yes.
look, butt crack is God's holster.
God's pocket.
Yeah, God's
God's
holster.
pocket.
Well, it's
God's
like
pocket.
rust.
Now, is it painful to jam it back there after it's been fired and really hot? Yes, but that's what God wants you to do.
You'll build up calluses after a while. It's fine. Like, that's like 2.5 hours before we got totally disgusting. We've barely even mentioned dongs this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Penis.
I mean, realistically, the closest that we've gotten was James saying that he took you to a gentleman's club.
Oh, yes. I wasn't even here for that.
My favourite thing about that was as soon as we walked into the gentleman's club, she whipped her top off, and I was like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's not that
I
sort of
went
gentleman's club."
upstairs first. I was all like, oh, is this the stage? Is this where the ladies stand and take their clothes off and dance? And then she whipped her top off.
So, 500 yards barbed wire is quite a bit of barbed wire is what I'm looking at.
Are you actually buying like stupid amounts of barbed wire for no apparent reason?
Oh, why would I do that?
Because you're a Claytor?
I mean, I
The
would.
same reason I bought $250 worth of bacon.
How
As
many
I can.
shotgun thongs do you think I can upsell?
Are you a shotgun thong for salesman? You're gonna model them. That's how you pick up all the men.
That's how you're Randy.
That's how you tell them, like, oh no, this is definitely not that kind of club for men. It's
Oh.
where we sell
Oh.
shotguns.
I'm sorry. I got that wrong. I did that by 50 cents. It's 5,000 yards of barbed wire.
Oh, God.
Why is that ball of death in my head?
How are you even moving this thing?
I
Like,
mean,
he's
He's
the
weight
rolling. We've
alone.
established this.
The weight? No, but even rolling it.
It's
the
American.
weight.
It's American West Gladiator.
I mean, I guess it doesn't say what it's made out of. Maybe it's like made out of like aluminium or something.
No, I'm straight. It's on the side of it. I mean, it's like I got my hands in a brace, and you just
Hey,
let
look.
me roll forward, and you just go.
Okay,
Thanks.
so then how do you
Absorbing.
stop it? Like, do you just have to go wherever
You
it
just hit
goes?
the-
Yeah.
Pick up
You
enough
go
lizards.
You go until you hit something.
It's like the littlest hobo. Claytor just keeps traveling from town to town with his ball of twine, helping people.
Barbed
And then moving
twine.
on, well, it's
Help.
kind of like twine. It's barbed wire twine. And then, when the barbed wire ball moves on, Clay moves on and solves another town's worth of people's problems.
With the power of barbed wire.
Maybe tomorrow he's gonna settle down.
You know what? That's it. That's it. I'm gonna take De Niro, the max level of De Niro, and buy that much of barbed wire.
Just his ball drops and crushes the whole town. Problem solved.
What happened? There was a bunch of undead. They're attached to the
It went
bar.
off of a ramp. It's like it went down a hill and then like went up a rock and went flying,
Yeah.
landed, and like crushed the town crier.
No, the town. There's nothing
No,
there.
the town, the entire town. It was a small
Massive
town.
impact crater.
Blots out the sun. Just blots out the sun for a second. I didn't know about Wham.
Oh, man.
That kills me.
I need to see how
So-
much money I've spent and then how much money I have left. You know what would be easier than adding numbers together manually? Opening this thing called a calculator on the computer that I'm on.
I open
did-
Google spreadsheets.
Oh, yeah.
I have a Deadlands spreadsheet
Where
now.
did I read? I read
That's how I know that I have 757 pounds of bacon.
I think it was somewhere. I think it may be on
Sorry, kilos.
Facebook or Twitter. Or it's like I don't know if it's a meme or whatever, but it's like or was it like the like a fake news thing. I think it might be.
You
the
gotta
fake,
tell
the
us what it
fake-
is first.
It was like maths teachers from the 90s have been forced to apologise for saying that you're never gonna have, you're not always gonna have a calculator with you.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's gone around.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go take that.
Not
cat
always
toy
gonna have a
from him.
calculator in your pocket.
So,
Did you buy a gun? Did you buy any ammunition?
yeah, I did.
I'm looking. Is quick draw holster? That's not really the pocket thing, though, is it? Pocket thing, sleeve gun thing. Maybe that's not common gear.
So,
Shooting irons. That's what I want.
if you take the max amount of dinero, you start with $15,000. That's 300,000.
No, Clayton, no.
That's 300,000 yards of barbed wire.
This is what he's doing forever now. This is thing.
You could build yourself like a suit of armor out of it.
No, 300,000 yards.
Welcome to Chambers of Roleplay, Hoop. This is what we do.
Chambers. It's chambers of barbed wire.
I'm like setting up things like properly, do like my character to like effectively, and then you just like, yeah, fucking barbed wire. Hey, forever.
So it would be 300,000 times 3, right?
Fuck's sake.
900,000
James is
feet of
losing
barbed
patience.
wire. 900,000 feet. Okay.
Alright,
But
I've
welcome
spent
to
like
Clayton's
almost
Barbed Wire
no money, so I'm buying a horse. I want a horse. I need to name him. Oh. Maybe I'll name him Davy.
900,000 feet is 170 miles of barbed wire.
Okay, so now if you were to unroll this, how far, like, and you left, like, California, how far would that stretch out?
Let me look up maps.
Clearly, we need to figure out how far, like, how big of a roll this is.
I'm buying a skillet to strap to my butt.
Butt pan's not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
I did it. I'm proud of myself.
Yay!
Look at that. Oh yeah, surrender.
Hey! Does it fly?
Let's find out.
Can you fly, Bobby? No.
I flew about a foot.
Is it this one?
It's like,
No.
it was 250 that we have to spend, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. This is just double checking.
Probably don't need 5 gallons of lantern oil, do I?
Probably not.
I mean, you know, you never know.
Let's say I'm moving to a new town. Probably don't need to bring that much with me.
Just remember though, things will be more expensive in game because of because it being a boomtown. Boomtown.
Doomtown.
But no, that's the campaign.
Ah,
know.
Boomtown!
Just trying to find the book, and I can't remember.
It would literally stretch on the freeway from San Jose to Colfax, California. And still have 2 miles.
I gotta look at this up.
1 second, guys.
Oh no, he moved. No one told him
no.
about not not
No, we're
changing
bit,
this thing.
I think we're all right actually because of the way it works. Because it's sort of like we'll see when he comes back.
That is a remarkably long. Like that's wow. That's a lot of barbed wire.
It's a lot of barbed wire. I'm just stating, that's a lot of barbed wire.
Right.
It could go from Los Angeles to, I'm gonna say Fresno. Jesus.
Just had a moment.
It's fine. Fine. It didn't screw up the overlays because of the way it does it.
Hey,
Because
how does that work?
So it's a game capture for some reason. Each window is its own little game capture.
Oh, cool.
What's this? No, that's not it. Oh,
So
it's,
did the guy just ask if I streamed because I'm wearing my Twitch hoodie?
Yep.
do you stream?
No.
What's a stream?
It's like a little baby river.
Oh, them. I seen them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a bunch of liquor. The good stuff. Making my way to a frontier town. Never know what shit they might be selling.
I love that there's a section for your worst nightmare.
Oh yeah, that's something that you'll need to think about during the week as well.
I already put something down if you want to look at it. It's a
The
valid,
Irish.
it's a valid fear.
Geese.
Geese.
All geese, or are we talking a specific breed of geese?
I think we're just gonna go with all geese.
All geese. Okay.
Character is now a goose farmer.
Stay away from my mines, you old goosemonger!
You get out of here, you goddamn geese. Don't touch me with your feathery appendage.
For the UK folks, it would go from Leeds to the University of Oxford.
That's not that far.
174 miles.
I mean, it's quite far. It's a lot of barbed wire.
That's a lot of and that's not a straight shot. That's along the road.
Wow, that would be annoying. You puncture people's tyres. There'd be accidents.
Everybody would be pissed off.
He said along the road, James, not on the road.
He would have to
Going
cross
back and
over.
forth.
You'd have
Jeez.
to
It's
cross
trapping
at
the
some point.
geese. Everywhere you drive, there's just geese at neck height.
It solves all the geese problem in the UK.
So how do you feel about of other birds?
We have a surprising amount of geese. Milton Keynes has like parks that just have flocks of Canadian geese.
Jesus.
They poo everywhere.
Yeah, they do, and they're mean, or can be mean at least.
I didn't go near them. There were way too many.
Oh yeah, you don't want
You don't go near them.
to. No.
Yeah,
Don't
but
do
they're
it.
like on the path.
That's how
and
we
the lake is
Canadians are
next
so
to the
nice.
path.
Is we put all our hatred in the geese. That's why we're so nice. It's like that episode of TNG with the Skin of Evil. You know how like they put all their
Haven't seen that
negative
one yet.
emotions into that. Oh, that's like the first season.
While I was asleep.
Oh well.
Skin of Evil?
Yeah, it's the one where Tasha dies.
Oh, right. I thought that thing was just evil, though.
It's
Didn't,
supposed
like,
to be
put
like the
anything in them.
embodiment of like a bunch of evil that people like a race of people took out of themselves.
I fell asleep through that bit.
Yeah. It's not a good episode.
No.
I mean, it's season 1. Oh God. No, I'm not getting on a tangent. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna get on a massive tangent about Star Trek.
I have not seen a single episode of Star Trek in my entire existence.
How? Is it not just on TV?
Really easily.
Like all the time?
I don't watch a lot of TV.
I don't anymore, but I used to. Well, no, I'd like walk into someone's house back at university and TNG would just be on.
Probably on the Sci-Fi Channel, because that's what it always used to be on whenever I walked around a friend's house who had
Probably.
Sky. We never had Sky because my parents were tight asses,
Because
but
it's
hey,
cheaply expensive.
there's probably nothing on anyway.
At this point, I mostly throw Star Trek on and then do other stuff. Like now, when I was a kid, I watched it, but now I watch it, and I'm halfway watching it and like either making something or cooking or cleaning, whatever. 'Cause I've seen it way too many times. Okay, I have like a page full of things that I bought and no idea how much they cost together.
What the
Should have
fuck?
put them in a spreadsheet.
Calculate that.
Yeah, I
What?
know
Like
I
I
should
did.
have. I'm gonna
What?
probably do that
Smug
later.
face.
I'm going to look up what a shotgun thong is, because
It's probably just a little loop to hold your shotgun in.
Yeah, it probably
It's
is.
not actually
a thong with a
thong
shotgun.
underwear.
I mean, I'm sure that you could find a thong that has a shotgun on it.
okay, I'm not looking at that. I just realised.
If you Google
Put
it,
safe
you-
search on.
It's not that bad, James.
But yeah, I know. I just saw what it was. It's like
Minus
It's
underwear.
like a belt that has like
Yeah.
shotgun shells in it and stuff.
Jesus. And then, of course, you just get like thongs that have shotguns.
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah, there's a song that says "shotgun wedding" on the front, but
Yeah.
then the two guns that are on it are revolvers.
How dare they?
How dare they?
Shameful.
It's so wrong.
Terrible.
Who do I write? Jazzy Designer
The internet.
Z.
Dear
Jazzy
internet.
Designer Z, whose store this is.
Dear Jazzy Designer, I can't believe you don't even know what a shotgun looks like. My God.
Yep.
You should be ashamed. Shame.
Shame.
Flamethrower.
Yeah, good. Look at how much that costs.
Boo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's an inherent problem with that.
I need a good ass name.
What?
Butts.
I have a mule.
Oh, okay.
Gerb.
Gerb.
Jab. Like
Jeremiah.
It's gotta be like short. No, that's too long of a name for a
Oh,
donkey.
okay.
Would it be?
We have another psychic called Jeremy.
Would it
Sorry,
be
Jerry.
bad luck to name the mule James?
What?
Yes. It will get confusing.
And it will die
We
pretty
could call him
fucking
Jim.
quickly.
We could call him Jim. the
Barbed
Mule.
wire falls on the donkey.
Yeah.
Jim.
I'll just name it Lord Albert.
Lord Albert.
Prince Albert. Name it Prince Albert.
I'm gonna get a Wesson dagger pistol. Can I afford that? Yes, that's so cheap. I'm gonna keep it up my sleeve. James, do I need to pay extra for a weird sleeve thing to hide my
I'm
gun?
just trying to think. I was trying to look what it comes under. I've been looking in source books to see what it is. I might have to check somewhere else. So I can't remember what they're called. I know that they're somewhere in a book, but fuck knows if I know where that's kept.
Sneaky sleeve gun.
Let me have a look. Where's my...
Let me Google small gun you hide up your sleeve. Small gun, hide up sleeve, Western. That will work, right?
Well, it might just say a Derringer.
Sleeve gun. Is a Derringer that small?
Yeah, it's tiny. It's like...
Oh yeah, there's weird chunky, but yeah. Short ones.
yeah, I basically have just fallen back on making a spreadsheet.
It might just be a quick draw holster.
Should we just price it as a quick draw holster?
Yeah, that will probably make sense. It's $11. But I'm just gonna. Obviously, I'll update you if I find what it's called and find the price for it.
Yep. It's probably gonna be more.
Does anyone actually know what they're called?
What?
In
The
chat?
internet suggests it's just called a sleeve gun,
Oh.
and it's not a real thing.
Oh, is it not a real thing? Oh.
Well,
It
it was developed during World War II by Station 11 of the Special Operations Executive, a British World War II organization.
Did one of them use it in... What's the one with Mel Gibson?
You said
You were soldiers?
No, the one where he's a Western thing.
Maverick?
Maverick. Didn't one of them have
The poker
it?
one.
Wow.
Probably.
Okay, I'm happy. Happy with my belongings. And I didn't have to have a million miles of barbed wire.
Only 174, actually.
But
I
you
need more
can't ever
barbed
truly
wire.
be as happy as you can be with a million.
I love the fact
A
you
mil-
brought...
Barbed
a
wire.
million miles of barbed wire.
I like the fact you brought £10 of bacon.
Do we all have bacon?
I did not buy bacon.
I only got 4 pounds of bacon.
Bacon's so cheap, you gotta buy them.
I know, right?
We just got a host as we're all talking about the massive amounts of bacon that we bought.
Yes. Hi, Lady Aviana.
Welcome to the bacon
Abby.
stream.
It's Avy.
Yeah,
Hey,
thank you for the host.
Avy.
How you doing?
That's Princess.
Avy? Okay.
Yeah, that's Princess,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to give you a thing. Do you buy 15 grand worth of bacon or do you buy 15 grand of barbed wire?
Fuck's sake.
You can't do anything else with the money.
That's all you get.
Should we straw poll it? Bacon or barbed wire?
Bacon or barbed wire?
15K of bacon or barbed
Yeah.
wire. It is the Old West.
It is 100,000 pounds of bacon.
That is
How
100,000
cured is this
pounds
bacon?
of bacon. Varying degrees of cured.
Or 45 tons of bacon.
Jesus.
That's so much bacon.
How many tons of bacon?
45.
It's just feed Africa. That's it.
Campaign's
Why
done. About
They
45 tons of
know
bacon.
it's
and ate myself.
bacon time at all.
Imagine the cholesterol.
Jesus. So your cholesterol level is through the roof.
Well-
I'm back. I'm back.
Just start Atkins.
How
Just
did
start
you-
Atkins.
how did you
You're just
get in
doing
the
nothing but
office?
bacon. Get on keto.
How did you get in the office? You're about the size of the office.
Restroom with the ball of barbed wire.
I regret everything.
I'm a barbed wire bastard. Rich man.
Come to the think of it, I could have used a barbed wire to get it anyway.
The person's poor wife.
Barbara! Roll me down the street!
What is happening now?
Clay's been broken
We did
again.
break Clay. I think he broke himself this time.
Damn it.
Dad, why are you so red? Shut up, son, and roll yourself to
Eat your fucking bacon.
Barbed wire. You merely adopted the barbed wire. I was raised.
I was born in it.
I was born in it. All right, Hoop. I need you to take the max level of dinero and buy 45 tons of bacon. I'll buy 170 miles of barbed wire, and we will roll them together, and we will roll the rest.
Oh, we'll just go to like a starving village. I see you're hungry. Give him a chance.
Bacon bonfire.
Bush.
It's all on the grill.
It is. This is session 0.
This is just
Abby.
character creation.
Beautiful.
We're figuring out what gear we start with. And apparently it's barbed wire and bacon.
I
got a butt pan.
I'm actually buying serious things for once.
I have a butt pan and some lantern oil, so I can actually cook my bacon.
I think everyone's actually buying like serious stuff.
I bought serious stuff. No, I actually bought serious stuff. I have a Spencer carbine, 2 Colt
I bought 5 bottles of liquor.
I have 1 bottle of cheap liquor because I was cheap, and I still have $86.
Because you have different priorities.
I have no money left.
I
How?
have 2 speed loaders. I have 2.
I
You're probably
have-
buying like weapons.
Yeah, I've got a Colt Peacemaker, 150 45 ammo, brass knucks, a bedroll, a pipe, a derby, handcuffs, a holster, a gun belt, a horse, saddle and saddlebags, knife, a suit, because damn straight I'm gonna have a suit.
I got
nice
a fancy
boots,
dress.
and a harmonica.
Like the fancy dress is, yes, the most expensive thing I own.
So I'm just gonna have to find me a poker game when I get into town.
Well, I got myself a Colt revolving shotgun, 60 shells, long johns, trousers, the only thing I'm wearing, a mule named Dixie, a saddle, saddlebags, 20 sticks of boom sauce, and 20 feet of fuses, a lantern, 10 gallons of lantern oil, 10 pounds
Jesus
of bacon,
Christ!
and a shotgun thong.
20 sticks
The
of
butt
dynamite.
kind,
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
10 gallons.
prospecting.
10 gallons of fucking lantern oil. Who's gonna go up in a goddamn pole of glory?
Gotta cook that bacon.
I'm the most explosive person in the ever right now. That's what I am.
A Spencer
I
carbine.
look forward to you blowing yourself up and all the other sticks of
gonna
dynamite.
It's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna light a fuse.
Everyone else is in town and they suddenly feel the ground shake. Oh no, it's another earthquake.
No.
Wait, where's Emmett? Oh, Dixie! My Dixie blew up. Dixie, no!
Dixie, why'd you have to eat the dynamite?
You stupid mule! Yeah.
So discussions. Right? That's what we need to do.
Yeah, I'm excited.
170 miles. Oh my god. I'm a genius. Got them all. That's what happens. You get married in the barbed wire, you have a kid, you break off like 2 miles of barbed wire and you roll them out. If he survives.
What is in a mess kit?
I would imagine probably like a metal plate and like a tin cup and.
Yeah, it's
but
one of
I'm
those little
just
portable
guessing.
doodads, right?
But that is what a mess kit is it's just like.
Yeah. A full set of eating stuff for camping.
Yeah,
with.
exactly. Yeah, like utensils and.
Yep.
The brass knuckles have no defense, and I don't even know what to put in for speed for hand-to-hand weapons.
1.
1?
Yeah.
Mule bum, oh my god.
Yep. That's
Mule
why
bone.
saddlebags.
I'm 20 feet. I'm 20 feet of fuse for a reason.
I don't think that's going to be enough.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. I just light the fuse.
I'm just gonna say, Dixie, come on, get the carrot. It's in the mine. Go on. Go get it, Dixie.
And boom.
Well, it's a spectacular way of wasting like what, $50?
Yeah.
It's the most spectacular way
Yeah.
of spending $50. If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it in style.
We're terrible people.
Dixie, no.
Like look at my saddlebags, and be like, nah.
So, I mean, we're mostly done. I mean, a lot of this can be done during your own time if you want. I mean, most of you are done already.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done.
We're going to have to go through and pick some hexes, which are
Yes,
spells.
I'll do that offline.
I would start with the basic list to start with, and then I'll introduce the the more like additional spells during gameplay.
Okay.
So the game is going to start with you all on a train, the same train, heading to Gomorra. So any of you going to be like residents of Gomorra, or anyone going to not be resident of Gomorra?
From Gomorra.
I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm moving there for the first time.
All right. So we're going to need to come up with a reason of why you're moving there and what's bringing you to Gomorra. So the town's not very old. I mean, it's like a couple of years ago when it boomed. Obviously, it's boomed because of all the ghost rock that's in the Great Maze. Because it's literally on the edge of. I'll show you the town. That's going to be a map you're going to get used to.
Ooh.
Very tidy.
Ignore the 1 inch equals whatever, because that might not be entirely accurate, because it's two pages that I've sort of blended over and then
Plus,
done it.
we can't measure inches on a screen anyway.
Exactly.
I'm going to zoom out really far. It's only half a foot now.
Well, clearly, I mean, like the foot measuring thing within Roll20 is going to be 100% accurate for this.
Totally.
I wish
Where's
it
the
was.
thing again? I miss drawing errors.
It's the like thing that looks like a comb because they're trying to draw a ruler, but they
Oh, yeah. But it's a comb.
but it's a comb.
So these 3 houses are
Welcome,
9 feet wide.
watchers of illusion. Here's a dungeon dose of genuine adventuring.
All right, so to
They're
go down
very
Main
small.
Street,
The town hall is 6 feet wide.
so to go down Main Street, I need 64 feet of barbed wire.
Oh, that's hardly anything.
You can just
Yeah,
come
but you got to
down.
go back as well. Otherwise, you've only blocked off one side.
Oh yeah.
People are going round.
Yeah, we got a fence in Main Street,
Yeah, we got a fence in Main Street, so 60.
Really, though, you just want to go across. Right?
and that
5.
like, are we just gonna have like one set of rope, or a barbed wire? I mean, like usually you have like like 3 per
10,
fence, right?
10.
You're gonna want to go around more than once.
I'm going to go loop it as well.
So the square is 40. So I just that's
James realizes we're going off track again.
Hooper, so at some point in your background, somewhat recently, you was left for dead.
Who, me?
Yes.
Nice.
Shot in the head and find a poker chip in your pocket.
Yeah, oh, that's a good
God
start.
damn
So,
it, Dixie.
I don't know if there's like 20 questions in the book or not, but if not, I might send you some questions during the week. Select some
Okay.
questions to get just fill out as much as you want to, just for a little bit of additional background. You're going to need to pick where you come from, if you don't already come from Gomorra, or where you originally came from. Fishy, as you've chosen to be a resident of Gomorra, I'm going to give you access to an additional book that you may want to have a read through, the grey section.
Okay.
Where is it? I'll bung it in chat. I'll bung it in Discord again.
Mhm.
So this is just for Potato Fishy. I'm just going to put at Potato Fishy. Let's have a look. You're quite welcome to read. No, I didn't want to do that. From page. Come on, give me a full. Just give me a full screen. Go away. Page 9 of the PDF.
Page 9 of the PDF.
Yeah, it's like a newspaper. It's like a mock-up newspaper called the Tombstone.
Okay, I see it. Yeah.
Epitaeus, whatever. And it
Epitaph?
sort of explains Gomorra to you and what's going on. And there are. You'll also see the map where I took the map from.
Okay.
But yeah, you'll probably be the knowledgeable person of the town.
As much as I know things.
Yes. How many pages is it? What pages did I say it started on?
You said starts on page 9. It looks
Yeah,
like that just keeps going.
It's like 40 pages, I'm afraid.
I might know some things about town. We'll see what I end up reading.
It's. I mean, there's lots of pictures and stuff, and yeah. Just if you can, if you don't have to.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a skim and read sections that my character might be more interested in and whatnot, and skim the other sections.
Sure, that's fine. But yeah, don't read anything else for me. Just read. That's all you can read. Don't go any further, because it's otherwise you might learn secrets. That
Yeah, so just read the pages that are stylized like the newspaper, right? Yeah.
Everyone else, you don't have to read it. In fact, I'd say don't worry about reading it right now. I will give you access to it when you eventually arrive in town. Next week, when we start, it will be there. I will start it, and it will be done to teach you how the game works. So it will be a very sort of bring you into the game and teach you the system. The system's very easy. It can. Some people find it a little confusing, but you all seem relatively smart, minus Glator. I think it's straightforward enough once you know how it works. In comparison to Star Trek, it is super easy because it's just all in one thing. I have cheat sheets that I've already got that I stole ages ago from the internet. Well, I didn't steal it, I just downloaded it. But other than that, we can end the stream now, and I will discuss during the week, send messages and post things in Discord and try and get some answers from you guys. And I didn't even look to see if there was a 20 question thing in the player's guide. I don't think there is. Let me have a look. Sometimes games of the 90s generally would have 20 questions, but they might not. I love the fact that there's a foreword by Bruce Campbell. I just think it's just a bit strange.
That's odd.
Makes perfect sense in the 90s.
No. I'm sorry, Abby.
I thought that was Bruce Campbell when I was scrolling past, but I was just I didn't have time to stop. It was at this point it would probably be right off of what was that? The Adventures of Briscoe County, wouldn't it be?
Oh yeah.
Which was a western.
Briscoe County Jr.
Yeah, that's
No.
it.
What? Yes.
So
Sorry.
that's probably why they got him to do it.
Yeah, says characters with arcane background need a little extra attention. You should figure out how your character first learned of the cult, what drew them towards it, instead of pushing them away as it does with most, and who taught them how to master the eldritch forces of the hunting grounds. Where is the teacher? Yeah, so there are some questions in there. But yeah, just try and just try and make make it as interesting as possible. I'll cut and paste some questions from my list of 365 questions that I've got to see which ones are the most appropriate. No, I'm not going to send you 365 questions because I'm not that horrendous. And
Because you're not going to use all that information anyway.
Because I won't use all that information. I'll pick it. I'll pick bits.
Don't make me answer questions you're not going to read.
382 questions.
I feel like if we answered that many, we should at least like get a detailed report on our personality type.
Yeah.
Sure.
Considering this is a 5-week campaign.
Well, like I said, we'll go for it, and then when Rooster
We'll come
comes
back for it, maybe.
We'll go back to Star Trek, and no, we will be coming. They're definitely coming back to it because it's Deadlands, and I love Deadlands.
What if I quit though?
Then I'll just replace you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Lady Aviana's already in the chat.
Don't leave us.
But other than that, we'll
have
do
to
some
try.
shout outs. We'll get people to shout out, and we'll get you guys to like plug yourselves, and we'll start with someone.
Me.
Okay, we'll start with Reese.
This way I'm not last but not least, like I usually am. Hi, I'm Weefs. I stream such games as Monster Hunter. Sometimes I also stream Monster Hunter, and then Monster Hunter, because Monster Hunter's great, and it's all I play now. On Thursdays. No, Monday to Thursday, 4 p.m. British time. Twitch.tv/Weefs. That's it.
Okay, Potato.
Oh my god! So you can basically say the exact same thing for me, except replace Monster Hunter with Oxygen Not Included, Monday to Thursday, and then replace Weeps with Potato Fishy, and you've got basically the same thing, kind of. Although I think we're slightly different times. Weeps goes first, but yeah, no, this week
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
you
be
don't
streaming.
start on time for me, so I can't host you. I keep looking because I'm like, Potato Fishy starts around 7 o'clock my time, and he's not there.
I'm sorry.
5
I
minutes
usually
later,
start,
it's like Potato
5
Fishy
minutes
is
late.
streaming. Damn it.
I'm bad for starting on time. I need to get better at that.
So
I was
am
really
I. I'm
good
the
for
worst.
a while, and then I got bad at it again. But there'll be Oxygen Not Included this week, and I'm trying to get up to Cycle 400 in that game. That game's amazing, and it's on sale now. I don't get anything from it, but you should buy it. It's still a really good game. More people should play it.
It's so good.
Claytor.
Hi, I'm Hooperist.
Son of a bitch.
No. Hi, I'm Claytor22. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Claytor22. I'm bad at everything. I stream on occasion. I like to stream with these folks, except for Hoop, but I love Hoop. He's best mom. I do need to stream with him. Anyways, yeah, that's me. I stream on occasion. Hi.
Jazz hands.
Last but not least, Hooper.
Hi, I'm Hooperist. I like long walks on the beach and being Claytor's mom. I also stream sometimes in the American evening. Sup?
There we go. All right. So this week I might be streaming some Ark. I don't know if I stream. I'm generally bad at streaming Ark because it causes frame rate issues for some reason.
Because Ark.
Tuesday night we've got Exalted. Well, it's technically Wednesday morning for me, but it's Tuesday night for most people. It will be around 12 a.m. Wednesday morning GMT for Exalted 3rd edition, and then on Thursday 8 p.m. GMT we have Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, the Enemy Within campaign. That will be a lot of fun with Claytor and a few others. Other than that, thanks everyone for playing. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks everyone for watching. I think we should host someone who wants to
live.
Who wants to annoy someone. I'm not hosting any D&D people unless they're in my following thing, because fuck 'em.
Be nice.
James, how do you feel about Dungeons and Dragons, James?
It's alright.
Crimson Kitty's streaming.
Yeah.
He's playing Oxygen Not Included.
There you
Sure.
go. Twofer.
There we go. Okay, so it has been decided.
Thank you, Quainen.
I
Yes,
forget
thank you.
how do you raid?
Slash raid.
Slash raid.
That's right.
Oh, it's slash
You
raid.
do
No,
this?
I just forgot. I was doing exclamation.
Yeah. Slash for Twitch commands, exclamation mark for bot.
Oh, yeah. So we're hosting Crimson Kit. Well, raiding. So everyone jump on that little raidy thing. I should really keep that up so I can actually see
Raid.
it
It's
go
upped out
down.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deadlands next week. We'll start same time, 8 p.m. GMT, whatever time that is in other parts of the world. I'm not sure.
They can work
And
it out.
yeah, have fun. Thanks for watching.
Do a good old Beverly Hills end of stream.
There we go.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.
Bye. Oh my God. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Like, oh my god.